What's going on, world? It's Sports Game Vision here for a weekend recap of the All Star NBA All Star 2024 in Indy. Was a pretty good couple days so far, with tonight being the actual game. Got my partner, guest, and friend here with me on the show. I'm Hank, and
What's the word, people?
yes, sir,
We
we got
back.
Seven Mitchell.
Uh-huh. Shout out to the Sports Game Vision NBA community, man. We about to rock out right before the All-Star game going down in about 2 hours. We done had
Yes,
some dope events over the weekend, so we here to talk about it.
yes, sir. We just gonna jump in. We don't have to
Yep.
do the intro.
Yep.
Uh, what is it? We got the game tonight. We'll pop that in. We got the East versus West, going back to the traditional standard that we've known most of our lives. Seven and starts at 8 o'clock. They said might be probably 8:30 if they do some like introductions or something like that. But
Yep.
they're starting at 8. As you see, the West All Stars and the East All Stars.
Why
Looks
is the
like
roster so different?
right. It looks like it's more on the East. What's going on here?
I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, this game probably start maybe about 8:45, maybe 9 o'clock, depending on if they have perform. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have performances. Uh, this is the All-Star game, so we could be in for a long night, but the stars are out, you know. So that's
Yes.
that's one thing that pretty much we can guarantee tonight is going to be crazy. A lot of action. No
Yeah, I'm looking.
defense.
Huh?
I said no
Oh man,
defense.
I wish I could have put the clip in. Anthony Edwards said he's gonna shoot every shot left-handed.
Left-handed. Terrible.
He
Terrible.
said this is field goals percentage don't matter in the All Star game. They'll let you know
Still,
right there what the energy they own.
who wants to see that? Do that in practice. You don't do that in the
Mm.
All-Star game. We want to see the best, do the best, like he bugging out.
Yeah, they had a graphic up earlier about before 1980 after before 1988 players fouled out of the games quite a bit, 15 times or more
In
since
the All-Star game?
1988. Yeah. Since 1988, no player has fouled out of the All Star game.
Well, I blame the coach. No, regardless of the era, if you got all those stars and you can't manage the time, these guys are fouling out. No matter how aggressive the era is, I blame a lot of that on the coach. Um, and for you to tell me that it's been since the '80s, the league in that aspect has just gone way soft, like everybody said.
Yeah. I mean, let you know the guys were playing harder too. And Larry Bird came out in the brunch, and I don't know if you've seen it. He asked the guys to please play in the All Star game, make it mean something, because those guys in the 80s did play harder when they played the All Star games.
Well, they want cocaine, so hey,
And they was fighting for them checks back then. These guys got
yeah,
more guaranteed money.
smoke that money up.
Yeah, man, should be. I've been enjoying the weekend so far. How about you?
Yeah, man, it's been pretty exciting. Some of the names that we expected to show up. Matt McClung definitely did his thing last night.
Yes.
Ended the slam dunk contest off with a 50. We had Stephen A. Smith versus Shannon Sharp coaching in the celebrity game on Friday night. That was pretty interesting. Shannon Sharp got the win for his team. We also had the Steph Curry Sabrina 3-point shootout last night, which was pretty dope. So
Yep.
I've been pretty impressed overall this weekend with the basketball festivities that we got, Hank. I wasn't really jacking that old basketball court on Friday, all them colors and all that
I like
going
it,
on the court.
man. I
You like
like
that
it.
bogus
I
crap?
like it.
Yeah, I
That's some
couldn't jack that.
2K futuristic.
Oh my god, it's just too much. I guess I'm just getting too old. My eyes are bad. It was just too much for me.
You going to get off my lawn stage?
Yeah. That I was on that bad.
Shout out to Cole, that's friend of the show.
Holding the
Checking
building.
in. Can't wait to see you back, brother, and congratulations on what you're doing right now.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Congratulations on the move.
yep. Yeah. That court. in the NBA, the one thing I can say about them, and even if you go back historically, is they're not afraid to take some chances on doing things and making adjustments. That's the one thing I do give them over all the other sports. They're usually more scared to make adjustments and changes, especially baseball. But they're starting to make changes now.
Yeah, and they
Um,
haven't embarrassed themselves, even though it might be things that I don't like specifically, there's not a mass amount of people that don't like what they're seeing. So they haven't been embarrassing themselves with the risk and the chances that they've been taking. I credit Adam Silver.
yeah. Speaking of Adam Silver, I popped this up last night. I tried to find a video of him having the commissioner press conference.
Mm-hmm.
He's having the state of affairs here. Some of the things we talk about on our channels, the state of the media rights negotiation, the effect of player participation policy, the competitive nature of the All Star game, which we definitely been talking about during this weekend, timetable for a possible expansion of teams,
Mm,
future of the in season tournament, which I'm sure
mm.
is not going anywhere. That's his baby. The scoring explosion in the NBA this season, and new technology enhancements. He did
Can
some.
we can
Say
we
what?
take can we take 30 seconds maybe to speak on each one of these topics? These are interesting topics that really could control and kind of sculpture the future of the NBA.
Definitely, definitely. First one we know the state of the media rights, which is big money. We know that Amazon is a play. That's kind of a Kyrie thing that
Mm-hmm.
went down. They didn't put no pressure on Amazon because they're trying to get them that bag from Amazon. So um, they're one of the partners that are trying to get games in the NBA. I'm sure there's some other players probably involved, but the media bag is going to be pretty big. What do you think?
For the viewers, absolutely. You see, Prime is about to get into the act of the NBA. I believe Netflix might got something coming down the pipeline with the NBA, and
Yes,
it's a lot of things coming. So for the viewer, it's a great thing. What I'm interested to see what the changes will be, if any, for the content creators of the NBA. How will the NBA really lock down when we talk about copyrights, or will the NBA provide platforms for content creators to, even better their content, with certain property and content. It's just going to be interesting to see how this play out.
definitely. Speaking of Netflix, they paid WWE. I'm a wrestling fan. $5 billion. They're gonna be there next year, and
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot. So if they pay WWE that, the NBA can get a bag from them as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what was the next topic on there? The effects of player participation.
Yeah,
Basically,
just
what's
real
going
quick.
on?
Just real quick. I just feel like, I look at that as far as what players are responsible to be doing after games, interviews and stuff like that, not walking away and being nonchalant in these interviews. So I think they just need to be consistent with that and lock that in more. But I don't think that they should take it away. Players, whether they win or lose, should have to stand in front of that camera and ask questions.
Yeah, I do think there needs to be some buffer when guys are having a tough match. I know you're competitive when you play, probably to yourself, Seven. You had a tough loss or something, man. You don't want nothing in your face. You might say something crazy. They got to give those players a breathing period to cool down and then get to the microphone.
That's what they get paid millions for. That's a part of the game. Like, that if somebody's going to offer you millions to have to deal with that, before you deal with that, if they say, look, man, we're going to pay you millions of dollars, but part of your responsibility, you got to deal with this media. You're going to take it. So just stand on it. I know these reporters sometimes ask stupid, idiotic questions, but it's a
Yeah.
part of the reason why you're getting paid so much money.
Then I don't like they in the locker room. Them dudes be naked.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's
Yeah,
always
let
been like
them.
that.
Yeah, let them clean up. Give them 10, 15 minutes, and then you know come on out. The requirement is for all the players that that's required to pretty much the superstars. Everyone talks, but they really want the superstars to talk. Come
But
on out.
this is social media, and 10 minutes of time to get yourself together could destroy your intentions or impressions of content. Did you put T? So it's just like, if you don't, you can be seen right now by anybody. This is the game has just changed so much, and all eyes
You're
can
talking
be
about what
on
the
you.
players gonna say out their mouth.
Yes,
Yeah, but I think that's a benefit to the players because you get like I say, I know you've been competitive. You'll get really upset and just say something you wouldn't say if you was in a calmer state, which will cost you $50,000,
but
maybe a suspension.
what I'm saying is, as a viewer, as a content creator, as a media, you give 10 minutes, 15 minutes to someone that just won or just lost. You're gonna lose the real emotion. You're gonna lose the real authentic content that you are really planning on getting. If somebody was pissed off, you want to get that real time reaction from them. 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, it's gonna be a different energy.
Yeah,
Still not saying you're not doing your job. You're definitely doing your job, but you're guaranteed the vibes is going to be totally different. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why people are really pressed to be right there at the moment, because you're getting that real time reaction, and
right.
it's nothing like that.
You're getting like when I don't know if you saw the interview. He said he offended the LGBT community. Cam from Brooklyn, they caught him right after the game. Basically, like the pause type stuff. He said
Who?
it out of Cam Thomas. I saw that game live when he said like, "Oh, he about to get fined." He got fined too, $50,000 for making the homophobic slurs.
Oh wow! It's like the gay
Yeah,
people
just
run the
catching
world.
stuff like that right after a game.
It's like the
But
gay people
I
run the
get it.
world. I don't. They got more rights than black people.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the emotional part. I mean, I know what you mean about like the rights that the LGBT got over black folks and all that. Yeah, they piggybacked off
Crazy.
the civil rights movement, but you know how that go. Um,
Mm-mm-mm.
but yeah, they got to participate. I just hope they have maybe give me 5 minutes. I know you like, nah, we need that content.
Right.
Um, what about you? Said the competitive nature of the All Star game.
We already talked about that. That definitely just needs to be improved. As far as timetable for possible expansion, do you think we got enough teams as it is? Could the NBA use more teams? That's really the biggest question.
I'm
So
sorry about that.
no, it's all good.
You said, do I think that do the league need more teams?
Could they use more teams? Yeah. Or is it? Or
Well, the more
do we have enough?
teams you add, the more watered down the products become. But I mean, we're in an era where there's more people in the world, and of course, there's probably more talent base, but there's only so many amount of great players.
Right.
So it's going to get watered down no matter what. But of course, like the spread out, more players, probably more G leaguers will have an opportunity to come up. Like Matt McClung, like I'm sure he could play some. And he's still down there in the G League.
I
Your
looked at him.
two-time
I
dunk
looked at him
champion.
stand next to Jalen Brown yesterday before they was dunking, and I was just trying to imagine them playing an actual basketball game against each other. It would just be nasty to me. I don't know if he ready. I gotta give it a
Yeah,
little shot.
I got to watch some of them games down there. Man, I'll see what type of game he had, but I know he set the record where he's from for scoring and stuff when he was in high school. So he's got pretty good skill.
You
I think he was
love
a
talking
state
about this.
champion.
What is up with you with all this throwback stuff? High
You know how
school
it
and
is.
come
That
on, man.
matters, man.
That
Your
don't matter at
rise
all. That
matters.
don't matter at all. I
That's
was
my
doing my
my player. 2K my player.
man. Cut it out, man. Stop.
Oh man, but no, yeah, especially it'd be fun for other states getting teams too, far as the expansion. Seattle needs a team back.
No, they don't.
Vegas would be a great place.
Why does
Yeah, they do.
Seattle need a team back?
Because they
Because
should
they
have never
lost it.
lost the team that they had.
Why? They wasn't winning.
They
They
were winning.
wasn't. They wasn't winning, and it's amazing. They had some. They had Hall of Famers. KD, Ray Allen.
Now look what happened. They moved the team to OKC. What happened? They went to the finals. They had a great run with OKC in OKC. That would have been all in Seattle.
Not necessarily.
It would have. It's the same players, the same franchise.
doesn't mean anything. You got
Just
different
like when
city. You got different
Baltimore's
city.
championships, that's yours, right?
You got
That
different
belongs to
city.
Cleveland.
You got different city, different fan base, different division. It's a lot of different elements playing
It still was
when you're on a
West.
different team.
It was
Just
still the
because you got
West.
the same players, you got a different. You playing this. You playing different teams, different times. You got division games that you playing, division rivals that you playing more this time around than you will be playing any other time. Guys are able to study you better, so it's not automatically the same just because you got the same team. If you move to a different city, you got a whole new fan base. There's a lot of different things depending on where the team is. You got a time zone change. You got a time zone difference. People are gonna have to adjust to that. Like it's just not so simple just because you got the same players. Seattle to
Um,
me was just a dud. Not no.
Now that was
Uh,
they only moved them over them not something with the arena. They wouldn't build a new arena in time, and then they moved the team. So I think they was bogus on that. I think they're gonna get the team back, just like Cleveland got their team back in football. I think that there's eventually Seattle will get their team back. They got a market for it. The
we
fans
got a
go
market for one.
with Baltimore.
Yeah, bring NBA back to Baltimore.
Yeah, that's what I said. Y'all used to have a team, right?
We had the Bullets.
Baltimore Bullets. Then before I went to Washington.
Yep.
Wasn't there another team or no?
Who? The
I'm thinking
Washington?
about St. Louis. I think
I
St.
don't know
Louis
about
had a
no
team.
St. Louis. I don't keep up with the Midwest.
I think they had a. I think they had a team too. Um, yeah, Baltimore's a basketball city. You know, basketball town.
We're champion town. We breed
You
champions.
for football.
We breed champions. Orioles won World Series.
Yes, they
Ravens
have.
won Super Bowls. We had boxing heavyweight champions of the world.
Yep.
We got Tank Johnson right now, who's like we breed
St.
winners
Louis Hawks.
in this sports shit.
Yeah, it's another team. I'm thinking it was in the '80s that moved. I can't think of what. I don't know if it was St. Louis though. It was another. It says some team. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Oh man, we getting it done. Look how many W's I get over cold every time we debating. Shit is real over here, man. You kidding me?
Yeah, when was the last time Orioles won?
I don't know. I don't support the Orioles. They don't support the black community, so we ain't rocking right now.
I got you.
We ain't rocking right now.
And speaking of, hold on, I'm gonna put that back up cold. It's time for these Atlanta Hawks to get the championship. It's time.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is, man. Oh goodness.
I don't be
Atlanta is the
understanding.
city everyone should want to come to and play. Go to Magic City.
See what you said? People should would have come to play for the Atlanta Hawks to go to Magic City. That's just my whole point right there. Atlanta is nowhere. They nothing.
Braves, yeah, Braves is the beast. This year was disappointing though for them.
Didn't the Hawks win like 60-something games when LeBron was over in the Eastern Conference one time?
Yeah, they had a nice run. And even before that, and I know Cole probably knows about this, the 90s when they had Leighton Matumbo, Mookie Blaylock, Steve Smith. Yeah, that was a nice team right there.
You love participation, Hank. And you know what? I'm not going to fault you for that. But you love participation. You knew them dudes ain't having they did probably had a nice team, but you know that team would have never, ever, ever had an opportunity to win the championship. As long as Jordan was around, as long as Kobe was around, you knew that wasn't a team, even though they were good. They were like mediocre.
Jordan was the main factor. He ruined a lot of people's dreams in that era. But they had it. I mean, you can't take away when they were 50-win teams every year during those few several years they had.
So
with
at what
squad.
point do we consider them just being overrated then? Because that's a lot of 50, 60 wins and they ain't did nothing with it.
Could be just coaching. We know Jordan had a piece in that as well. They weren't bad squads.
Oh man. All right. I just know my guy get it done. That's just my thing. My guy get it done.
Bron.
Nope. Yeah, but I don't need no 60 wins and all that. He finds a way.
We're gonna see this,
bro.
Let's see if he can pull out something out the hat too. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Let's go down here too on this other list. What was it? What were we on? The competitive nature?
Right now we on the future of in season tournament. Just real quick, I think that's a plus. I think we both agree that the in season tournament will be something that we should be looking forward to in the future. Um, New technology enhancements. We kind of spoke on that. The basketball court, the stats, and all that little other stuff. I mean, I guess depending on if they work it right, that's cool. The
Yeah.
scoring implosion in NBA history. I mean, in NBA, Hank. That's what concerns me the most.
I don't want to get out of hand. I don't mind where it's at right now, but I don't want every team scoring 140 a game. That's crazy.
I'm looking at the individual scoring. Embiid with
Yeah.
the 70. Jokic, what's his name? Luka was 73, and Cat was like,
Donovan Mitchell. Everybody's had this. Damian Lillard. All that. Um, had these crazy scoring. Steph Curry.
yeah, I'm not a huge super fan of that, but
Cole's tapping in 7.
comparing Braun to everyone else is nasty. What did I compare LeBron James to? Let me think. Let me
You
go
talking
back.
about basically the Atlanta Hawks team.
What? What about the Atlanta Hawks team? What
You
I
saying
compare?
you saying that they're not just because they didn't win the championship. We just had that yesterday talking about there's a difference between
Oh,
a winner and a champion.
yeah, but you choose to spend your time on air praising non-champions when we have a proven champion that you could be investing your time and speaking on. That's
I
that's my
give
whole thing.
Bron props all the
No,
time.
you really don't. We
Yes,
ain't.
I
We've
do.
been on. I'm
I
looking
do.
at this clock right now. It's
Man, this is
21:50.
the All-Star game. This is the
Is
All-Star game.
LeBron? Is this not Team LeBron?
Yeah, but we talking about the weekend recap. He wasn't part of that.
Listen, you could have put that second. We still would have got that into the show. You act like if we would have spoke on LeBron, that just minimizes and separate and stops, prevents everything else we was going to discuss. What's the hate about?
Nothing. I ain't no hate, but you know how that go. LeBron will be the whole show.
Don't worry, boys and girls. Lakerland, I'm gonna remedy this illness that we have going on right now in YouTube land with this whole stuff going on. I got y'all tomorrow. Don't trip.
To get to the weekend though, I think what I got first was the skills competition.
Yeah.
We talked about that on your show yesterday and follow my guy. I hope I got your stuff on here on Playback TV. That's correct. Seven Mitchell.
Yeah, playback.tv slash matter of fact, I just changed it. It's now Lakerland. So
Yep.
I just changed that. So you guys make sure that you follow me. I thought I could change it somewhere, but it's all
We'll pull
good.
this back up while you
Oh,
work at it.
yeah, I think I see it
Um,
now.
yeah. We talked about it on his Playback channel. It's a new name now. I think he's fixing it, but yeah, Lakerland, definitely check it out. Go on Playback, follow Lakerland, follow Player's Choice. He's also part of that panel as well on that team. But yeah, this here, man, this is, you want to say is garbage?
Yeah, I hated the skills challenge last night. I was disgusted last night with the waste of time that was. I feel like the players could have done something else. I like the one-on-one aspect. You disagree with me to a fault, but this just wasn't it. And it took entirely too much time. The events itself wasn't really long, but this particular one just took too much time.
Yeah, and Trey was part of the 3-point contest. You got Team Pacer, Team Top Picks, and Team All Stars. And the Indiana Pacers took home the championship. It's good for the city. It's a good little, hey, we, celebrating the city and the state, but it was pretty boring contest in my opinion. I think you felt the same way. We watched Ben Math. Who was it? Was it? No, it wasn't Ben Math. Who was that was falling all off all the court? I think Cole put.
From Toronto, Scott Barnes.
Yeah, he was fumbling all over the court. It was looking crazy out there. Now
Yeah.
Indiana didn't look too bad. They looked pretty good. They
Guys
had
were
what
going the
Kobe
wrong
said.
way.
Yeah.
It was just a mess. It was a mess.
And I don't disagree with you on the one on ones. What I disagree is that I don't think the stars are going to play. And I pulled this up here. I think you saw this earlier. Jalen Williams said that he doesn't mind seeing the one on ones at All Star Weekend. They do it anyway in the summer. And we talked about the history of the game. ABA did it, and I believe the NBA did do it as well back in the day. One on ones. I don't know why. Well, I know why. The stars are scared to face each other because of brands and all that good stuff. They don't want the sneaker deals and all that. Nobody wants to take a L or look bad. So it's going to be hard to get them to play one on one. What do you think?
Again, anything better than what we witnessed is a plus. And that's just where I'm at with it. Like you don't even have to have those faces. I just need something better. That was just a waste of my time, bro. That really was. It was a waste of an hour.
Yeah. Now, like they're doing what they're doing with the dunk contest. If we can get top one on one specialists in the All Star game, then they can have a spotlight moment. You kind of said that yourself. You'll be able to create new stars that don't get a chance to get the spotlight.
Even if they're not going to be created as stars, like people work so hard all they life. People don't understand how hard it is to make a team,
Right.
much less be good enough and sustain that greatness enough to be able to be on a professional or semi-professional level. And you got to keep that spot. It's not nothing guaranteed to you. People do not understand how tough that is, and politics included. Sometimes you'll never really get an opportunity to show who you really are. And I just feel like guys that get these little events and stuff like that, this is their might be their only moment, and they worked really hard. Maybe not just for that moment, but I feel like everybody that has worked hard deserves to have the light shined on them. You know what I'm saying? And the faces of the league, they already got enough spotlight. So I just want to have a more of a balance. That's it.
Right. Blame Michael Jordan. Blame AAU basketball and all these other brands kind of taking away the stars that'll probably play in these games. But definitely, I think that it will be an interesting game to have some of your bench players that don't get the shine, but they're very good at one on ones.
Yep.
Sort of like a young Shea Gilchrist Alexander. Like nobody knew him, but on the Clippers like that. But he get in a game like this and just show off.
Right.
And or De'Aaron was kind of known, but what I mean, just the young guys that are not known yet. There'll be a pretty good game. I do agree with that statement that Jalen made. Here's the rankings of the 3-pointers contest and the dunk contest for 2K for the actual participants. You agree with those ratings that they had for those gentlemen yesterday?
I am a 2K fan, but I'm not into ratings and all that stuff. That's a little bit past my prime. So I don't really lock in or study any of this. But all I can just say is I feel like Jalen got robbed last night. But Dame won as I predicted, so I'm cool.
Yep, and as you can see here, those ratings are locked in there. You guys can let us know in the comment section whether you agree with those ratings, and that I'm sure they're based off of what the guys are doing now. And here's the participants in that 3-point shootout contest. Pretty good, solid cast: Damian Lillard, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson, Malik Beasley, Laurie Marketing, Donovan Mitchell, Karl Anthony Towns, and Trey Young, with the winner by Seven Mitchell's prediction.
Back to back.
Yes.
And I thought people said that Cat wanted it last year.
I know he did win. I thought it was last year. It must have been the year before. I remember him winning it. It may have been that because I know his mom had just passed. I think it was just right after that. So, the COVID stuff. So, Yeah, I think that was the year afterwards. So yeah, Dame's back-to-back champion.
So what are we
What,
doing?
what do you
Back
think
to
about
back
this?
3-point champions. What is he not the best shooting guard in the league? Best 3-point
Does
shooter in
that
the league?
make him the best shooter in the league? Just winning the
Here we
three
go
point. We know
hating.
he's a very good
Here
shooter.
we
We
go
know that.
hating. Here we go hating.
Does it make
So
him the
this
best?
guy have won 2 back-to-back 3-point contests. What does that make him?
The best 3-point shooter in the contest.
Mm. All right. Damn, y'all hate so much.
He don't.
For real. Damian Lillard is now the second greatest or the second best shooter in the league behind
Who's number
Steph.
one? Okay,
Steph.
Steph. Steph. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take that. How many times has Steph won this contest?
None.
He might be the better contest shooter. Obviously, Dame.
Might wind up being a
Yeah,
better player.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
I don't know about that one. We got the dunk contest here. The participants: McClung, Matt McClung, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Jalen Brown, and Jacob Toppin, brother of Obi Toppin. How did you like the dunk contest?
Mediocre to me. I'm tired of all the extra help jumping over people. It's the same old thing, not no real super creativeness. I thought there was a lot of biasness in some of the judging. And like I said, Jalen Brown got robbed at the end. Matt McClung jumping over a Shaquille O'Neal who had his head down, and we already seen somebody jump over Shaquille O'Neal and dunk it in the same contest. For him to get a 50 for that was bogus. So, I got a little problem with that.
Let's shout out to the actual winner. Back-to-back champion, viral internet sensation, G League elite state. I forgot what state he played for, but he's a high school legend. Matt McClung is the back-to-back champion in the dunk contest. He put on a good performance. I predicted that this was going to be a back-to-back win, and you had Dame in the 3-point contest. I am glad he got his shine. Now, I say all that to say, I was hating on your show. I was hating on Jalen last night. I thought they was just gonna give it to him, which I felt was gonna be unfair because he's the bigger name. But I will say this: I am glad that he did participate. When you look at it, had some time to think about it. He is the only star that even stepped up to even participate, and he said that in an interview. That in this media era, I think some players are afraid to be made into a meme. I wanted to come out and have fun with it, and that's what I did. Shout out to him. I gained much respect for him on this. I thought about like, yeah, and then I seen this quote, and he also this is the second time he stepped up in a big way. He stepped up for Ice Cube this summer. One played over there in his All-Star game. He's doing great things in the Black community, investing money in the area in Massachusetts and Boston, the Black areas over there, and I'm sure he's doing it in his hometown as well. In Atlanta, in Georgia. But yeah, brother did a big thing. He showed that he didn't put a big deal into it and went out there and did his best. And if you looked at the dunks he did, everything was a tribute to somebody, including the young man that passed away and was inducted into the drafted into the NBA draft. What's his name? Terrence Clark.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a sweet dunk. He did the Dominique tribute, and that D Brown was a tribute too. The one where he went over Kai Cenat and didn't execute it right. He was supposed to do the D Brown.
Jason Tatum, goofy self.
Yeah, so he tried, man, but I didn't. My thing was I didn't want them to just give him the dunk contest just because he's Jalen Brown. I wanted him to beat Matt McClung, and Matt put on a good show as far as the creative dunks he did. But yeah, chat. What do you think? What's your thoughts on it? You think that there needs to be some more improvement? They need to try to get more stars involved to this dunk contest, or you don't think it's too much they can do to improve it? Got a comment for you, Seven.
Did Jason win back to back? That's all I'm saying. That's what I let me know. Did Jason win back to back?
Yep. So the next,
I don't even know who Jason Capono is.
I remember him. I forgot who he played for. He said,
Exactly.
yeah, he said yes. He said yes. He went back to back.
I don't care what Cole said. They know that's a lie. You know that's a lie. How do you think I'm believe what Cole said? We don't even know who this guy played for. Back to back 3-point contest since when?
I
I
think
don't
so.
remember his name.
Remember the 3-point contest was getting on for a while too. I
I
guess
can
they
go back
fixed
to
that
Larry
up.
Bird. I don't remember no Jason Capono. Who was that?
I remember the name. I do remember the name. I forgot who he played for.
07 and 08?
Yep,
It
oh
might have
seven
been.
oh eight.
I was locked up. So you got me. I was locked up. So fine. You got me.
0708. Yeah. Yeah, but the as far as the other activities that went on this weekend, as far as Friday, Saturday, we had the Shannon Sharp versus Stephen A. Smith. You see the
Yep.
roster there
Yep. Yep.
of celebrities and the coaches. You got Steven had AJ and Lil Wayne. Shannon had Peyton Manning and 50 Cent, and end up being Micah Parsons winning that MVP trophy with Shannon Sharp's team winning. We saw some of that game on. It was we watched on your channel, right?
Yep. On playback.
Yep. What did you think about that game? Fun for the fans?
For the fans, you know what I mean? I just was
Yeah.
wanted to see Shannon beat Stephen A. So that's it.
Yeah, and some of the celebrities, man, they actually can play pretty good too, man. You see Micah and CJ Stroud, but
Well,
they
they
also had
athletes. They
another.
ain't celebrities. They athletes.
Yeah, but they celebrities though.
You
They
talk
people
about
know them.
celebrity. They not celebrity. Casanat is a celebrity. How did he do?
Yeah, yeah, they should have let. But then again, some of them guys may not be able to play, and then we've seen that story before. That game would be totally trash if they just let guys come in here that can't play. They have to have some athletes with them. Um, a lot of these guys, like for instance, CJ Stroud played in high school. Some of them guys had college scholarships. They just didn't. They chose the other path. But um, I don't know if you saw the interaction on the court. I'm gonna play. We're gonna play it real quick and see what you think.
He was going to be aggressive to score.
Pretty quick, she kind of told him to pass the ball, getting underneath his skin. What you think about that? He been went viral on the internet for Kelsey Plum kind of messing with him.
Wait a minute. I know that ain't the has been who just got her record broke. Is
She
that
just
her?
she just got a record broke from Caitlin
Man,
Clark. Yep.
put me on the screen, please, bro. Are you serious, miss? Pass the ball, bro. See, this is why I said last night when she got that airtime that it was too much. And this is her last hurrah. She don't even know how to act.
Yeah, she does, sometimes go crazy what she says. Forgot what he says. He said something about he had more. I think he said in that quote he had more assists at halftime than she had in the game or something like
That's a
that.
fact.
Yeah, he's a YouTube sensation, celebrity, social media athlete. Basically, plays against other professionals too at times. So, guess he's like the professor of the and one days. But yeah, it was kind of interesting seeing that it's blowing up on social media. But yeah, that was a pretty good game, fun. Maybe she'll join this year in that game and they can play against each other. That'll bring good ratings to the celebrity game. That's some cold. You see her?
We will not disrespect the reigning back-to-back champion. Oh,
Yeah, Kelsey. So Las Vegas Aces are back-to-back champs and the
wait a
WNBA.
minute.
She's on that team.
This is coming from a guy who just disrespected a back-to-back champion in Damian Lillard. You want to tell me how to move? You just disrespected a guy who just won back-to-backs? Oh, that's not enough though. What's your next argument? That contests don't count. All right.
Speaking of more contest than the next game, I told you I missed some of that one later in the game, later in that night. But we had the Rising Stars. This is the two of the four teams: Team Jalen, Team Detlef Shrimp, a pretty good player in the NBA back in the day. And then the other four squads is Team Tamika, Team Powell, and you can see the players on the screens. They're like sophomore and rookies, and what is it? G League players mixed in with Hall of Fame and NBA great coaches. And Team Jalen won the event. What did you think of that game?
I mean, that whole situation was pretty cool. I think the fact that you had the number 1 and number 2 draft pick be eliminated in the first round was interesting. Having Wemby and Scoop being knocked out. But I was impressed with the what was it, the G Leaguers? With Team Detlef. Is that who he had?
Uh,
The Team Detlef had pretty much G Leaguers.
yeah, I don't recognize most of those names, except for Matt
Or
McClung's
was
on
a
there too.
mixture. Yeah,
Matt
so
McClung's on that team.
they were pretty impressive. Team Jalen got off to a slow start in their first game, but they had some resilience and they got the W.
Yeah. I got that on a record. I'm about to rewatch that game. I do want to see some of those G Leaguers and see how Matt McClung plays and all that. But did you see the drama from my Detroit guy in the game?
You call
Let's
that
play.
drama? You call that
Let's
drama?
play.
I call that humbling.
Just got serious.
Jamal,
the last 2 minutes.
Listen to this trash talk.
You said
right
what?
now.
I said, you in the Rising Star game, you can't go on me.
Told him again. He mad too. Look at Ivy face.
This is unbelievable. This is
Can you rewind that, bro? That was the funniest. I'm just looking at Ivy face. Yo, really look like he wanted to swim.
And things just got serious.
You in the
Jamal,
Rising
the
Star game, you
last
can't
2
go on me.
minutes.
Listen to this trash
You
talk.
said
right
what?
now.
I said, you in the Rising Star game, you can't go on me.
You heard him.
Wow.
this
your
is
mouth shut.
unbelievable. This is
Know better.
I like it. I like it. I don't know about you, but I like it, Seven. Having a little bit of competition, a little bit of beef. They in the same conference. They said even in divisions anymore. They used to be in the same division. Indiana, Detroit, old
That
school
ain't-
rivalry.
That ain't beef. Your boy, your guy's weak.
Ah, nah, man.
Yeah, that was
he gonna be all right.
Nah, he's pussy.
He said, I'm looking forward to playing him again.
Yeah,
It's
I bet.
always fun competing against him. And Ben Matherin, he said that he's a great player. I love playing against him. My challenge is always to bring my best against him. He was drafted ahead of me, but also the thing is, I feel like he brings the best out of me every time we compete against each other. There's no hate. He's a great guy. He's going to have a great career. But every time I play against him, I'm going to have that in me. I love him in a certain way and in a competitive way. Yeah, he didn't like him being drafted over him, man. And I forgot his roots in Indiana too, because his mom played in Indy, so Jaden has a little bit of ties there too. So it's going to be a nice rivalry. These guys stay on those squads. Another built-in rivalry on the East, and in the West, what they got, Chet and Wemby. It would be nice to see those guys kind of go at it. Go at it for the foreseeable future.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, sir. The Detroit basketball, the Indiana Pacers, the no choke or don't choke. You got a couple seconds?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Let me put this back. Give me your thoughts on this while I run this thing here real quick on the message that they said.
Yeah, he's gonna be bullying Ivy. Easy money. Both teams got some upcoming talent. I'm not gonna take that away. It's gonna be interesting to see how they put it together.
Yes, sir. So I dropped it in the stream.
Why you ain't drop it in the comments? Why right here?
Drop it there. Okay, I got you. All right. Hold on. Drop the link.
It probably would have been easier.
I got you. Hold on. Copy.
Well, you can just copy the URL. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm kind of still getting used to learn how to grab it when I'm used to that.
Or just grab the URL and copy it. Same thing.
I got it. Yeah, I got that.
Cole act like he got some good points to speak on. Like, what the hell is going on here tonight? I hope he ready to talk about what.
Oh no, I'm on that. I'm on that. You said no. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. Because whenever I call somebody a loser, because they're losers. John Stockton's a loser. Damian Lillard's a loser. You would never ever in life compare a champion to a 3-point champion. What? If I ever sat up here and said, "Oh, Kyrie's a one-time champion," you would never be like, "Oh, what's it called? Joe Harris is a one-time 3-point champion." That was absolutely disrespectful. I don't know why.
Right. You're right. You're right.
That was absolutely.
You're right.
That was nasty.
And I also need to fix this narrative of a loser versus a winner. I slept on this last night. I'm going to say. I slept on this last night, and I have to do that. And when you mention guys like John Stockton and stuff like that, how disrespectful could I be calling him a loser? How disrespectful could I be calling Allen Iverson a loser? Can we just not put these guys in conversations as champions?
No, Carmelo Anthony's a loser. I'm sorry.
Carmelo Anthony is a winner. He's not a champion. He's a winner. So I think we need, at least myself, I need to identify winner and champion and separate those two.
I told you that last night. You was arguing with me.
I wasn't trying to listen to you last night. You were full of hate last night. You were trying to get Jaylen Brown to lose the slam dunk contest. You think I would have listened to you last night? No. Fellas, I gotta step off, but I will be streaming the All-Star game if y'all want to pop up in the playback. Cole, I done changed the playback to Lakerland now, G. So I'll be cooking up some shit on the playback for the Lakerland show, but we'll talk about it. But if you guys is free, man, holler at me this evening.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas.
Thank you.
All right. Peace.
Peace. Yes, sir. What's going on, Code? Welcome to the show.
Yo.
Yeah.
I was back and forth, for me. I was back and forth packing stuff up, but I was like, it's no way in life he just compared two league championships to 2 3-point contest championships. Like, nah. I physically lost it.
Yeah, yeah, you was on the stream last night when I was trying to talk to him about winner and champion.
Yeah.
You know, that don't mean you have a bad career if you didn't win a championship, especially if guys have been winning ball games the whole time. Some people can't cross the finish line and get that ring. It's just unfortunate, you know. Someone like Allen Iverson, someone like John Stockton, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, just a list of guys. Even Carmelo in this generation past. Yeah, so you know, you gotta put some respect on their work too.
Honestly, I'm gonna be so honest about this. There's only certain players. Like, I think that like winners, that in between category should be so slim. so soon. Like why? Like okay, this is like the perfect example, right? I would call Chris Paul a winner. Everywhere he go, he at the
Yeah, he's
very
a
least
winner.
gets to the playoffs. What do you say?
I said he's a winner. I agree with you.
Yeah. Like everywhere he goes, like he at the very least get the playoffs. Like even when he was older and when he went to OKC, he still got to the playoffs with that young team. Like I would call him a winner, right? But the reason I wouldn't call someone like Carmelo Anthony a winner is because his play style wasn't conducive to winning, if that makes sense.
Well, you mean I think you're thinking about like him getting over that hump because that's the one thing about Melo and even with that rookie year, I always felt maybe they should have had co MVP. His team made the playoffs when he got there. It was he was a big part of that. The winning
Yeah.
culture in Denver.
But I also this is just another thing. Like I don't feel that I could call you a winner and what the only time he's gotten out of the first round is when he had a depoy, then he had a former finals MVP. Like it like I if that's the only time in your lengthy career where you like get out the first round as like a first option, I don't feel that I could call you a winner. Like if James Harden only went to that like first WCF and the like all the other years he's just first round, first round, first round, first round, we would not call James Harden a winner.
See, I think that's unfair. Like there's a difference if your team is winning every year, and I'll even say you need to have a winning record. So I'm not talking about you go 38 and 44. No, you should be 44 and 38 or 50 and 32. You're winning. And especially if you're a big part of that, you're a winner. Dominique Wilkins, you're from Atlanta. He never
Mm-hmm.
won a championship, but all his teams in that Atlanta era were winners. They were winning.
Mm-hmm.
No. So I feel like Carmelo was the same way until he got past the prime era, and even like Russell Westbrook. Besides the year he came to the Lakers, I always said everyone talk about it. Well, that the Washington Wizards they didn't have a winning record, even though they did make the playoffs or the play in. But pretty much everywhere he went, they would win. So I feel like Russ is a winner as well too. He's just not a champion.
I feel like Russ is a winner too, but like you're saying, like the difference between like the team winning, like Carmelo's teams, and this is why I call him a loser. His teams could have won more had he like had he played better, had he been better, had he actually want to make strides as a basketball player.
Right.
That's why I don't like when you see people like when you see people like D Wade defer when LeBron gets there, or you see Steph Curry switch his play style, depending on what series it is, depending on the matchup. Like those are like winners. When you see Chris Paul, okay, he like to operate out of pick and roll. They're shutting it down. Let's find a different way to work around it. Like when you see Russell Westbrook, like, man, I don't have the most star power, but I'm gonna give 1,000% at everything I can do on the court. Those I would
Sacrificing
classify as
himself.
winner. Carmelo just didn't care. It was just buckets and money. Like
I understand that I was critical of him when I was younger as well. As far as I felt like he had the talent to really go head and head with LeBron, but I felt like he didn't put the effort in that LeBron did. That was my observation. I'm like, it just don't seem like he's doing what he needs to do to match him. And I felt like they were kind of paired to where they could have been like maybe what Chet and Wemby is going to be, or what we just said Jaden and Macarin are going to be. Like they could have a career where they kind of just go head and head at each other. And I don't think he rose to the occasion.
and it's just like how like New York, I won't fault him because he was still a scorer, but he went from like that springy, athletic guy to like more of a jump shooter. But in the Denver years, how do you not become like a positive defender, especially with the backline help of a Marcus Camby? It's because the effort. 6'8", wildly athletic, all the talent in the world, doesn't learn how to play defense, doesn't learn how to run sets. It's because the effort. He didn't put the effort in to be a winner. That's why I just can't call him a winner.
What's going on, BA? Welcome to the show.
Salute, fellas. Hey, Cole, what's happening?
What's up?
Yeah, what you think about what Cole's talking about?
I just got up here. I just caught him on his rant. And it's no effort, because it's just 6'8". That's all I heard. That's all I heard.
He talk about you wasn't on a live last night on playback with we watched the All-Star festivities, and me and Seven was arguing about winners and losers, and I'm like, well, just because you win a championship don't mean you're not a winner. You could be a winner and not be a champion,
Yeah.
So he's kind of fessing to it today, but yeah, I was like, yeah, like Malone, Stockton, Iverson, all these guys, Reggie Miller are winners. They're not champions, but they're winners.
Yeah. Some of the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah, they had most of their teams had winning records, made the playoffs, and more often than not, there's other players I'm sure I'm missing. I'm pretty sure like the 80s, I think that Milwaukee team was pretty good most of the 80s. And I hear them talking about that. It's just they didn't get they had too many people in their way.
Yeah. They had a couple. Was a couple Denver teams in there that were really good too.
Sidney Moncrief, Marcus Johnson, Big Bob Lanier was on that team.
Yeah. If you even fast forward to the 90s, remember the Cleveland Cavaliers were awesome. The Atlanta Hawks were awesome. Yeah. But it was a guy by the name of Michael Jordan. It was his era in time.
And David Stern.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the Knicks
at all costs.
The Knicks were good at that time too. They were winning a lot of games year after year. Yeah.
That's when I became a fan. I watched him. I watched John Starks come off the bench and become a starter.
Yeah. I watched him go to the rack and dunk on like 3 Chicago Bulls players with his left hand. It's still always going to be a classic moment to me.
And I also watched Charles Smith blow like 4 layups in a row.
Yeah.
Pissed me off so man. I was so mad. Like, make one.
Oh, yo.
Real
what's his name? Patrick Ewing. As great as he was one of the biggest chokers of all time, man. He was one of the biggest chokers of all time. The Pacers, he had that layup. He could have dunked the ball.
So mad at that.
But I remember watching that game. I remember watching that game, bro. Yeah, exactly. Like, why you ain't dunked that ball, man? Trying to be finesse.
Ewing had a Ben Simmons moment, man. That's crazy.
Then again, though, BA, we forgot them knees wasn't no good no more by that time. Them knees,
He
probably had no lift.
Yeah, he was Remember, he turned into a jump shooter. He turned into a jump shooter when his knees got bad.
Them knees was knocking even on the jump shot. They was rattling up. Like,
oh my God.
He used to dunk on everybody in the 80s. He got to the 90s, man. Bro. The cartilage was gone.
Man, knees sound like a scat pack. That's crazy.
That's a fact, though. That's a fact, though. But I hear you, though. I hear you about the winners. I hear you about the champions and winners. Through time, man, it's been a lot of that. It's been a lot of winners that unfortunately never were champions through like just about every decade. Every decade we have dominant teams who are really good, but they don't get over the hump.
Yeah, like Charles Barkley's a winner.
Yeah, he's a winner.
Yeah, he really is. That's why he's still for somebody to not win the championship and people still look at him and be like, man, this dude was a 6'4" monster. His numbers are monster. If you look at his statistics, Like, bro, he was a great, like he was not a good player. He was a great player. He just
One of my faves. One of my
yeah.
faves. Reggie Miller. I'm trying to think more people from this last past generation. We know Melo's on that. He's a winner.
That man's a
Uh,
loser.
I mean, what
He's a
we got
loser.
Westbrook. We got Westbrook. We got Harden. Uh, man,
I know there's some more guys on that list.
yeah, Chris Paul.
Al Horford about to be on there in a minute.
Yeah,
Big Al.
dang, he's been a winner. He was a winner. Like,
Forever.
damn.
Forever. I'm changing my banner to my picture with Al Horford in the 5th grade. Okay.
He might get one though. I'm rooting for Jalen, man. I like how he stepped in a couple times, man. I'm rooting for Jalen Brown to get the chip.
Man, not if it's that Jalen Brown that was just at the dunking contest, they gonna lose.
That nigga was missing a fast break dunk.
Oh, did you see they made the like they took the picture, it almost looked like a dang on logo. We missed the dunk.
Oh my gosh, bro.
The logo of him missing the dunk. Oh, I was on the ground.
Bro, he put on a Michael Jackson glove and windmill
Yes.
with the left hand, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, oh that was amazing!" I'm like, "That's an in-game dunk. We not
Right.
doing
Yeah,
it. I've seen him do that in
should have been
game."
in the final. Toppin should have been
Yeah,
in the final.
exactly.
And,
Toppin should have been there.
and that's why I was going in on the playback hole. I don't know if he was in there, like, cause like I like Jalen,
Yeah.
but I did not want them to give him the contest just because he's a superstar player. I wanted him to beat what's his name, Matt McClung.
Yeah,
And they looked like they was trying to give it to him, but I do like the fact that he stepped in. I don't know if you saw that. You said you just kind of joined the show. I do like that he stepped in because he didn't have to do it. He said in this media era, I think some players are afraid to be made into a meme. I wanted to come out and have fun with it, and that's what I did. Yeah, he got mad respect for me because I thought about it last night. I'm like, man, I owe him an apology a little bit. And I seen this quote. I'm like, yeah, because he's, he didn't have to join the, all they gonna do is make a fun of him if he didn't win.
man, he wasn't even, bro. They cheated for him. He know dang well he wasn't supposed to be in that finals, and then them dunks were so regular, bro. They were so regular, bro.
That first one, I couldn't believe how high a score he got for the first one.
I can't believe
I'm like,
how
oh my
high he got.
goodness.
He got a high score for his last dunk with the left hand. I was like, no.
Yeah, I do like what it represented. He gave props to Dominique. And they said that was a Tim U with Dominique. That joke had me rolling. The Tim U website.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Timo. That was a Timo. That's what it was. It was a Timo, bro. It's definitely a Timo. Yeah.
I like how he represented his friend. What's his name? Terrence Clark died in a
Yes.
car accident. That was nice. And then I don't know what the glove was for. I don't know what that represented.
I mean, it represented. I know what it represented. That people say that I can't go left. And I don't go left. I only go right. So I'm gonna put the glove on. That's why after he dunked it, he put the hand up. Like, you see, that was all left-handed. That don't mean nothing.
We need pressure moments.
Exactly. Ain't nobody put no pressure on you. You going? It's a free dunk.
Pressure bust pipes, as they say. Yeah, but I do like. I did like what was the other one he did? Well, he didn't execute it. Well, that was kind of his teammates' fault. And I also think he probably should have moved Kai up a little bit more. He tried to do the D Brown.
Yeah, that was horrible. That was horrible, bro. He tried to do like the pump up. He tried to like pump his shoes up. All of that. I'm like, no, bro. That was bad.
I mean, I think Kai probably needed to move back a little bit more. And of course, the pass that Tatum threw him was terrible.
With that big coat on, like he can do a good bounce pass. Like he can, bro. That was horrible.
Take that coat off.
Yeah, take that coat off, man.
But you got some weapons under there?
Yeah, exactly. What you packing under there, man? What you got under there?
Low-key, he kind of looked like an old school, new school pimp. Like, get out there in Vegas or something.
Yeah.
Get on out there and make my NBA money. Yeah, man. I do like the fact that he participated because people are ducking smoke in the contest. So he at least one of the stars, and he stepped up twice, man. He stepped up for Ice Cube this summer for his competition in his All-Star game. So, shout out to Jalen for doing that. Plus, he helps the community out a lot too with the newfound finances that he has acquired in the NBA.
Yeah, that's the only thing I like about him. That's the only thing I like about Jaylen Brown is how much he supports his community and people that look like him, which is us. Like you know that he loves us, and he does everything he do for the future of us. That's what I love about him. His game, he okay. To me, he's okay. I love his mentality, but his game is not. His game doesn't quite equal his mentality.
It just shows you like him participating in two things. Number one, going over to Ice Cube's game where the league could
That
try to
bro,
blackball him, right? Or
I
put
love that,
make it hard
bro. I love
make it
that.
hard for him. Then coming here to the All-Star game where he can get made fun of, which is happening in real time, and still be okay. Like he got that tough mindset. That's what everyone's saying that his teammate need to have.
Yeah, that like I said, man. Even when he like, I don't know if you remember, but even like remember he gave Kanye West a shot, and he signed with Kanye West agency and everything
Yeah, he
because
did.
he was black owned, and he was just going on like he was going on his tour, letting everybody know, man, yo, I want equality, etc. Like to be such a young guy to be doing things like that. That's my favorite. Like I hate saying that. I hate saying it to the point where it's like we're talking about basketball on the court as well, right?
Right.
But I like him on the court, but I love him off the court, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. It definitely makes sense. He's got good game. I don't think he's definitely not a subpar player, but uh, you know what he's doing off the court is even on the court. I mean, really the mindset that he has is something that team need to pick up on and try to get that championship before it's too late.
Yeah.
Because that time is running out.
Yeah. Yeah, but that 300 million that though.
No.
That 300 million ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere.
Me and BA need to come on and get a Jaylen Brown fund. Don't say was it a business or whatever.
You got 300 million. Just 500,000. Just give him 500,000.
Yeah, he got stuff. I know it's set up in Boston and probably Atlanta too, for like the community and for businesses, I think too as well. So yeah, shout out to Jalen for that for sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure he got stuff for the kids, school and stuff like that.
Of course. He got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of positive things going on, man. That's more than his teammate. Like what's his teammate is not like he's not as active in the community.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason Tatum, he's more of the like I'm sure he does little things, but he does stuff like where the NBA be like, yeah, show up to this and show up to that. Where Jaylen Brown is like, I don't like, you don't have to ask me. I want to be here.
Right.
And that's a big difference. And Jason Tatum will get paid more, about $20-30 more million too, by the way.
Yes, sir. Then the way the league is set up, they either gonna keep them together and get rid of Porzingis and what's his name? Drew Holiday, or they gonna keep, or are they gonna get rid of one of the two? More than likely, maybe Jalen.
All I know is that it's next year. If you are a Lakers fan, next year is going to be a great year because it's going to be so many players, so many free agents that are going to be trying to get there before the other. So Because Drew Holiday is another one of those LA kids that's going to run to. He's going to run to LA. If say that they don't get Trey, they don't get my guy that's in Cleveland. Say that they don't get them. Uh, Drew is going to go up there because he got one more year left on his contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, Boston better do something. This is the year. Put it together.
Yeah. What you think about Damian Lillard hitting all them threes, but in the regular season,
Yeah, man, he messing your wings up, man.
bro, it's
Shout out to
three.
the
They got
back-to-back champion.
21 losses, right? They got 21 losses. They need three more to tie. I mean to 58. I think three, or if they lose four, they got to go 23-3, bro. I did the math. They got to go 23-3 the last 26 games. I don't think that's gonna happen, but
But since you brought up Damian Lillard, I'm gonna pop this in. I know I'm gonna try to bring it up with Seven a little bit earlier. Did you see this here?
this is my fourth coach in the span of 6 months. It's draining. It's been harder than I thought. No, it's my first time seeing that.
Yeah, and he also said that he told them that they should hire him after the All-Star game because it'll be tough to take over the team there during this point, and he feels it's part of the struggles. I don't really want to hear that. I don't know about you.
Man, Doc know what time it is, man. Doc wanted to get his last little run because this is last stint of coaching, I think, and he wanted to get it in. And I don't think he was prepared. I don't think he was prepared to even coach this year. I don't think he even had coaching on his mind.
Right. I would have held off on that position, but he had a sweet little setup to take a break and come back next year.
Yeah, he just Doc Rivers, unless they win a chip this year or even go to a chip, this is like it's gonna be like Doc. He gonna be out of there sooner than later, bro. He messing up. He's ruining his chance of extending his coaching life.
Yeah. Especially if they don't do well. They're already. We talked about it on the show. What was he? What are they? 3-7 since he been there or something like that?
Yeah, it's either 3-7 or 3-9. It's something ridiculous, bro. And it's against bad. They're losing against bad teams.
Yeah.
That's what make it even hurt. That's what make it hurt even more, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, hopefully he could probably maybe sneak your wings out, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Like I said, bro,
in the red zone.
So I got three more. They can afford to lose three more games to make it 58 on the dot. But if they lose 4 games, it's a wrap. I don't see them going 12-1 and then like another 11-2 or something like that. Like I don't see them doing that. I don't see them doing that, bro. Not with Doc Rivers. Bro.
They do have the capability because they got Giannis, and they've done stuff like that in the regular season before, but I don't know. It's too much turmoil.
Yeah, it's like they don't even respect Doc, bro.
I don't know what it is. It seemed like they caped to get him, so I don't know what's going on.
Hey, and then like Giannis has been amazing this year. Giannis has had a great year, right? And he is whining. He's still whining, bro. He got to stop whining, bro. He asked for this, bro. Like he didn't ask for it, but he okayed this. Because at any time, he could have said, keep this coach, or no, I want that coach. We don't want Doc Rivers. Keep Drew Holiday or whatever. But like he had his hand in so much stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna need him to continue to play better defense, and also I need a mid-range jumper from him. He ain't gotta have a 3-point shot.
He back to missing free throws too.
Yeah, that's stuff you got to shore up to help you get your team get more wins.
Yeah, like it's amazing how it's amazing that he still can't shoot free throws, bro. He still cannot shoot free throws, bro.
And that's the thing that that starting out the top of the key and building up your steam stuff gonna run out one day.
Yeah,
You gonna have to start developing that shot. He got to start working on it. That's why I
bro.
said range and free throws should be the first two things he work on.
It's the only issue that I have right now is the issue of what's my guy name? Chris Middleton, bro. If Chris Middleton was healthy, bro, all this other stuff that they can't patch up, he would be the one to patch up and give them an extra 17 to 20 on a bad day. But he has been in and out of the lineup so much, it's like ridiculous.
You think he's gonna have his Clay moment where he's like kind of like not the same?
Um, yeah, when he comes back, and if he comes back for a stretch of games, if he comes back for like 20, 30 games and he's playing horrible, yeah, yeah. He's going to have he's gonna he's they're gonna he's not gonna be in Milwaukee that much longer.
You think that what's his name is going okay the goodbye? You know they're really good friends.
Yeah, of course they go okay to goodbye because Giannis is at the point now where he is chasing a legacy. Like he's chasing, like he got all the individual stats. I mean, all the individual accolades. Now, in order for him to be considered a great one or one of the greatest to ever do it, because he's trying to be a top 10 player. That's what he's fighting for right now. He wants to at least be top 10. I can't be the greatest, but at least I could be top 10 and unforgettable. And that's what he's looking, that's what he's chasing right now. He's not chasing no more MVPs and everything. If he gets them, he gets them. Now he wants to stack up rings.
He's gonna have to put more pressure on himself. With again, he got to stay active on defensive, and he need to get the free throws and the mid range together. Like him, starting up at the key and just stopping and popping. That's money right there. Or even like the pick and roll, he can't run the pick and roll with Damian because he can't shoot.
And he would be the best player in the world. He would be the best player in the world if he knew how to just stop and pull up.
Yeah.
It's with him, there is no in between. It's all the way to the rim, or I'm gonna shoot a long three that's probably not gonna go in.
His work would be easier if he was a threat with that mid range because now they got to come up on him. He's gonna blow past them.
And that's why what you call it, man, Chris Middleton, man. This is why they need him. Because they need somebody that's gonna be a threat in that mid-range game where they're gonna have to respect and they're gonna have to help. But he's not 100%, man. Not 100%.
Yeah, they said Dame is still trying to figure out how to play with Giannis, and it's on that pick and pop. He'd rather play with Portis or what's the guy's twin name?
Brooke Lopez.
Because they can shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. They could, yeah, Dame, bro, I just think this is I'm gonna keep it 100 like I've been saying, man. I just feel like Dame is just on a decline. I just feel like he's on the decline, man. He did so much for the franchise where similar to like, you remember Clyde Drexler when by the time he went to Houston?
Yeah, I remember.
That's kind of like how I look at Dame as I can still get you 20 to 25, and on a really great night, I can get you 35, 40. But on average, I'm gonna get you between 20 to 24 points a game.
Yeah, that was what is it? Dad Clyde Drexler back then. He had the George Jefferson. The George Jefferson.
Exactly.
He ain't had that fro no more.
Hey, yeah. He had to cut it all off eventually. He had to go.
Yeah.
He had to go all out. Yeah.
That's him and five slammer jammer. Him and Elijah Wan.
Yeah.
Yep. Got him a championship. So yeah, I'm glad he got that chip though, got that off his back. But yeah, with Dame, maybe he can do the same thing, but they gonna have to figure something out. We're saying like when they do the pick and pop with Giannis, they play Dame tougher because they know the Giannis is not a threat.
Yeah, it's a lot tougher on Dame because he don't. We know like we all we got to do is cover the roll, man. That's it.
Yeah,
We don't have to really think and be like, oh, is he gonna roll this time or is he gonna pop? Like we don't like we know what he's gonna do. We know he's definitely not gonna pick and pop. He's gonna pick and roll all the time, every time.
it's like
That's
like
the easy
LeBron,
advantage.
LeBron running away from the shootout. You ain't gonna hit that. I'm just gonna work.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, it's like they be looking at just like they be looking at Westbrook. They be giving them like 5 feet. They don't even
Yeah,
go out to try to recover on D. Just turn their back on him. Like, yeah, let me get this rebound. Exactly what they do to
Draymond too.
Giannis. Yeah, Draymond, they do the same. They don't even defend them like from the free throw line up, bro. They don't even defend them,
That's
bro. They
so
give them space.
disrespectful.
Like, shoot it. Yeah, so disrespectful, bro.
That's like trash talk right there. Talk about the '80s stuff. That's trash. Like that make you like, what? You ain't gonna guard me?
Yo, bro. Hey, imagine that, bro. They can't. Hey, imagine that being somebody like Dirk, or not. Not I'm not even gonna say Dirk because it's going back in time. But if that was, imagine that being like somebody like Carl Anthony Towns or somebody, they go
Yeah.
hit you up. They go
Like
hit
what?
you up every
All right.
time. Like, come okay, thank you. I'm gonna go 50 tonight.
It's gonna be an easy night.
Thanks.
So
Giannis got to work hard for his buckets too.
he
Giannis be having
do.
to work
He do too much.
extremely hard. Yeah,
And it's like when you look at the top of the key stuff he be doing, he got so much space in between because they know what he gonna do. So all he got to do is step in and hit a mid range.
that's it, bro. That's it. That's it.
He ain't gotta
But
try to roll past him. He got enough space in between. You 7 foot.
yeah, yeah. I don't know who like Giannis too. Giannis. One thing that hurts him too is he doesn't have the feet. His footwork is not A1. Like he doesn't know how to he doesn't know how to react with his footwork. He's always proactive with his footwork. It's cool to be proactive, but you can be stopped when you can react to where somebody's body is. Just similar to how similar to Hakeem, similar to Kobe. I know these are great names, but Moses Malone, like people who had amazing feet. Even Larry Bird. Larry Bird has some amazing feet. People don't talk about that.
Flat on his feet.
Yeah, Kevin McHale, KG.
Jack,
That's what Shaq. Oh, Shaq. Shaq has some of the best feet of all time. People forget how quick his feet were and how he had the in and out, the pump fake. He had the up and under. Shaq had all of that with the power.
David Robinson too.
Yeah, that's a fact too. I forgot about. I'll be forgetting about David Robinson. I'll be forgetting
He's
about.
the cover. People forget about him. Like I watched the one where Arshawn Elliott said he was the best athlete on the team. He was faster than everybody, stronger.
Yeah, and he
Like,
can jump. He can jump out the gym too.
yep, jump out the gym. He said he did a handstand backwards. The coach to get out of practice. He said, if you could do this backwards, he did it full court.
That's crazy. And then, and we talk about somebody 7'1". We
Right.
talk about somebody 7'1" doing this, bro.
Like, dog,
Yeah.
yeah. When you seen him, like you seen him when he was young, how built he was. That
Oh
dude
yeah.
was true.
Yeah. He was his strength when he first got in the NBA was he knew how to run it like young Shaq.
Yeah.
They used to run like they used to run like horses, bro. They used to run like rim to rim all game.
Now imagine if he was able to play like KD and stuff, because you know he had ball handling skills because he was a point guard. He
Yeah.
just grew.
Yeah, because he can dribble. He can dribble, but he without good feet and without a jump shot, he will remain working hard for his points. And the athleticism is going to fade. And
It's gonna
You're gonna have
happen.
to figure it out. Yeah, you're gonna have to figure it out, man.
It happens to the best of them. My guy already had a jump shot, but like Chris Webber had that major injury. He already had a pretty good jump shot already though.
Yeah.
Made Dice great, crazy athleticism, but he ended up getting, he had a jump shot. He developed a jump shot. I'm trying to think of some other guys that were pretty big guys.
Man, I can't really think. I mean, Patrick Ewing couldn't shoot. He was all athletic, and
He
you
built
see
up a
like
decent
jump
one.
shot.
He had a decent
That's what,
one.
that's what I'm
He
saying.
ain't
Like
like
he could.
Giannis.
Yeah, nah, he ain't. I mean, he was like Giannis when he was in the '80s,
Yeah,
the early and mid '80s. That's all he used to do was run, and block shots and dunk on people. He had a little hook shot, but he couldn't shoot that thing.
but when he
But
got to
he's
the '90s, by the time Pat got there, he had
yeah,
that baseline jumper.
and fade
Um,
away like the
yeah,
little
the
fade.
fadeaway.
Yeah, that fade
Yep,
away. Yeah.
yep. He developed it, so he got to take notes, man. It happens.
Yeah.
Even Zoe had to adjust his Zoe.
Oh,
Man,
he
his health failed. That was messed up, but he was right there, man. He was on his way.
what? Shoot, not just Zoe, Larry Johnson,
Yeah, Larry.
Grandma Ma. He couldn't shoot at all, bro. And when he
Yep.
got to New York and them knees was gone and he couldn't dunk on people like that no more, he
He
was
had to
shooting
learn.
threes. He was shooting
Yep.
threes. He was pulling up. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
hopefully.
gonna happen to the best of them. You're gonna have to learn. Even my boy G Hill had a better jump shot after in
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah, because
That's all he was missing.
yeah, that's why. Yeah, because he was thinking about Grant Hill, bro. He had to work extremely hard for all of his buckets too.
Yeah, but he used to get
Okay.
whatever he wanted to go on the floor. It wasn't a problem. He had the athleticism, but when he lost it,
That's what I'm saying. He had to be able to shoot the ball. He had to turn into a shooter.
Penny he had a shot already too.
Yeah,
Of course, he got hurt though.
yeah. Penny was like his game was complete. He was a complete player offensively. Like he had everything. And then what helped him is he had that size at that point guard position, 6'7", being able to do all of that stuff. He just had to. He just didn't have no help when Shaq left, and
Shaq.
then Nick Anderson left, and all of them, bro.
What you call is gonna be mad at me. Seven gonna be mad. Oh, I don't know. You might be mad. You was more of a Laker fan during that time. One championship in Orlando is worth all three of them championships in LA. Small market, upstart franchise. He'd been the king forever.
Bro, yeah. One that's all he needed was one. Just like freaking Dirk, just like Bron and Dirk, bro.
Yeah. Dirk is a legend. Dallas
Yeah,
legend.
Dirk. Exactly. Like he will I like what Luka. They talking about Luka this, Luka that, but he ain't the greatest Dallas Maverick of all time.
Nope.
He actually ain't nowhere near that.
No.
Exactly. He ain't nowhere near being the greatest.
Finals MVP, NBA champion, and league MVP on top of that. Luka ain't even got that yet.
Exactly. He ain't even sniffed the finals yet.
Yep.
I agree.
I'm gonna put this on for you. We got BA from Get Your Bars Up Media. I know you're a battle rap fan, you're a hip hop fan, and I'm a hip hop fan. As myself, I'm gonna play something for you from an NBA player, and let's see how you rate these bars.
Let's go. I know it's
Hey yo, look, rest in peace to Barbara Davis. We hit another layer. When she speak to me, it's like she's saying prayers. I feel like Randy Moss when he was on the Raiders. Man, they love the haters. This woman so fine, I give her cash payments. Baby, I'm just so glued to the basics. I wanted more room, so I copped a crib sitting adjacent. In this whole world, I'm Freddie Jason. I'm sitting in the places of great but never complacent. Yeah, baby, I'm a stoner. Yeah, I took that long walk up the hill that made me a loner. And nah, baby, I don't like being humble. I hang with mongrels. close. Gotta pay attention, it's a God sitting amongst you and you know it.
The money that was made couldn't be scared money. I had no one to put up the bread for me. It's hot on the block, still milking change from it. If it ain't about the
what you think?
That was solid. That was solid, man. That was solid. I know a lot of people going crazy over there. I've been seeing a lot of people go, "Oh my God, he got flows. He going crazy." I actually like this other. I like the song that he did with LeBron. I don't know if you remember that one. I forgot the name of it, but the song that he did with LeBron, I liked him flowing on that better. I even like LeBron on that too as well. But this one was cool. He did a good job. He did a good job. But I'm not, I'm into the bars. I'm into all of that, like for real, for real. He was alright. He was alright. Are you on mute? You on mute? Yeah, I can't hear you. Yeah, I can't hear you. But yeah, KD, you getting better, man. Keep rapping.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I hear you now.
Yeah. He said, what do you say, y'all? I'm chasing greatness. I ain't complacent. All right, KD,
Yeah,
okay.
talking about I'm a stoner, and I had to go up the hill, and now I'm a loner. Get out of here, KD. You're not a stoner unless you be. Hey, what you be doing? You be smoking on the off season? Stop it.
He admitted he smoked.
I don't. Well, he did, huh? He did. He said this. He said this a few years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he's an advocate for the medical and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
they came down and reduced it for the league, the players in the league, like they're not harsh on him anymore. But he admitted that he does it.
KD, this is when you have a lot of money and you just got spare time to do whatever. And rappers want to be ball players want to be rappers.
Yeah. And you see, Dwayne admitted that he got a verse with KD that's going to be on the next that's supposed to be on the next Carter.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, shoot, I think I'm man. Shout out to KD, man. Shout out to KD.
Yeah.
Hey, expand, man, expand. He got the boardroom, bro. He got the boardroom. Yeah.
He's behind. At least I believe he was behind Rory and Miles' show when they left Joe Budden. I think they're part of the board crew, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I didn't know that. I just know that he fired Jay Will. He fired Jay Will. Remember, Jason Williams was Jay Williams was
Oh yeah, they had a beef though, did they? Yeah.
Yeah, and then he said he I guess he was talking about being the best, and he said something he wasn't supposed to say. He spoke their business, and KD was like, "Man, I didn't say that, or he shouldn't have said that." I'm like, "Yeah, you
Some
did
stuff
say
gotta
that."
be private. Yeah.
Exactly.
You got to know some stuff got to stay private. You can't put that out there, especially on national TV.
Yeah. And speaking of national TV, my guy is no longer on ESPN. Ryan Clark.
I see something about that. They got rid of him.
His contract ended.
Oh, but you got to do a podcast, so
yeah, and he was kind of in his feelings because I believe that he spent during the Super Bowl. He didn't get to do the stuff that he wanted to do with the pivot. He did some things with the pivot, but he didn't get to do a few crazy interviews with certain people, I guess, because it was ESPN. Because ESPN was like, "Nah, you can't do that." So he's like, "All right, now I'm full fledged into the pivot now."
Hey, get that bag. It's already pretty big. You got over 500,000 followers, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I feel like he was to me, he was one of the most entertaining analysts up there when you talk about football. Like he was super dope at doing that. And now go get your own bag, now go be independent.
Unless Fox picks him up with a bag, we don't know.
Yeah, he's still on what you call it though, the HBO Sports, the football HBO show. He on that too.
That's good.
Yeah,
He got other bread coming in too, you know. And I'm sure he's not hurting, but still, bread is bread. You know what I'm saying? I let everybody get their bread, man.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand. I don't understand Shannon Sharp right now. Like, I understand why he went to ESPN. You know, to get that bread only a few times a week. I think 2-3 times a week. But now you're at the point where you can lead them. You can leave ESPN and get even bigger and do whatever you truly really want to do. But he keeping them at the hip though.
Yeah, I think it's the exposure. Number one, I think he likes it. Number two, it gives him more of an exposure to his fan base for Shay Shay and what is it? The other one he got Nightcap.
Yeah,
Free promotion.
That's crazy. This dude, I remember watching Club Shay Shay, right? 2 years ago, because I think he started 2 years ago. I remember him at like 30,000, 40,000 subscribers. Now he over 2 mil. And I remember Nightcaps, which Nightcaps just started last year, right? And I remember when he started Nightcaps, I remember that was like at 10, 15,000 subscribers. And now that's over 1 million. It's incredible, bro. Incredible, bro. That's how you do numbers. I think the best thing that happened to him was Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless talking to him crazy was the best thing that happened to Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, they they're saying Skip pretty much turned on him after that. And then Jason Willow said there's more information too behind the scenes. There's more to that story. So there's no telling. But either way, he was already a star. You can see that probably Skip was a little bit jealous of that success he was having outside of Undisputed because the podcast was doing better than
Yeah,
Undisputed before the blow up.
exactly. Exactly. I low key feel I don't know if it's just me feeding into it, but it's like you can kind of see Stephen A. Smith being like, "Damn, Shannon Sharp is bigger than me right now," and I
He
was
still
remember, yeah, and I was bigger than him, and at one time, I'm the reason why they wanted to see us both dynamic, and it's like Shannon and passed him up in a short amount of time, bro.
Yeah, but Steven's still a big star. It's just Shannon's bigger. It's all right. It's all
Yeah,
right.
bro, Stephen A. Smith got 500 and some thousand subscribers on his YouTube, bro.
Mhm.
And he's been around that for like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy.
Well, back into some all-star actions. I know we're gonna jump into the game in a minute. What did you think about the shootout last night? Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu.
Um, I thought Steph was gonna just chill. Thought he was gonna chill, but he did. He was chilling. He was chilling though. I expected it to be close, and it was close. She ended up getting 26. He got 29.
Yeah,
It was
man.
it was dope.
She got just as much as the winner of the actual contest.
Yeah, she is one of the best shooters in the world. Well, one of them. She is the best shooter in the world, other than the one that's still in college.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, the one that just dropped 49 points, 13 assists, and was the all-time leading scorer.
And
Yeah.
now she showed out, man. You think that she could have won the contest?
Yeah. I think she could have won the contest. Like I've seen her, bro. I see her in real games, bro. Like I've seen the Liberty play, and how like she be pulling up from like 3 to 5 feet behind the 3 point line. Like she does that in normal games, and she does it easy.
Yeah, if you can shoot, you can shoot. Don't matter if you're a boy or girl or boy.
Yeah, they had to highlight that. Where as soon as she said that, I was like, yeah, they gonna clip that. They gonna clip that. That crowd even started roaring after she said that. They're like, yeah. I was like, yeah,
And she shot from the NBA 3 point line, not the WNBA, because she probably would have even had an even higher score than the WNBA one. And she
yeah,
still
bro.
shot just like the men.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Where's the NBA 3 point line? Like that's where she normally shoots from. Like that's where she
Mhm.
normally shoots from in games. She don't be up on the 3 point line in the WNBA. She be 2, 3 feet behind it, like pulling up all net, talking crazy.
Yeah. Once the WNBA let them girls score like that, they'll probably move the line back to the men's once they finally let them score.
Yeah, I can't wait till Caitlin Clark. I can't wait to see Caitlin Clark on the next level. And old girl from USC,
Uh, Juju
Juju, Juju
Watson,
Watson. I can't wait to see her on the NBA level too because I
What's
like
her name?
Caitlin.
Heidi Hidalgo, I think it's called her name. Sorry, that's her name rather.
Who is that?
I think she's Notre Dame.
Oh yeah. Her and the chick that's gonna be the chick that played for not
South
Nebraska,
Carolina,
no Utah, Utah.
Utah.
She's Samoan or Hawaiian. Big girl, got game, bro. I forgot her name, but it's like a
No
Hawaiian
Cole, no
name.
it. Where you at, Cole?
I need, yeah. This is why I need Cole to pull up because I forgot her name, but she got game. She was Pac-10 Player of the Year last year, and she probably gonna be Pac-10 Player of the Year again this year if the freshmen don't get it. But the freshman that's at the South Carolina, that freshman, the young sister that's wrecking stuff at South Carolina, bro. The WNBA gonna be in great hands within the next few years, bro.
A collegiate NCAA. Enjoy these women while you have them, because once the money really gets to the WNBA, you ain't gonna have them down there that long. So enjoy it. It'll be like
That's
the
what
men's
I'm
game. The stars ain't there no more. So you better
saying.
enjoy this while you got it.
Yeah, because what you call it going next year too? Paige Beckers. She gonna be in the
Yeah.
WNBA next year too.
Once the WNBA finally pay the women, the NCAA gonna lose a lot of those stars.
Yeah, yes, they got some. Like I know they talk about Caitlin Clark because she's phenomenal and she's breaking all these records, and she's probably the best. Well, I'm not gonna front. She's the best collegiate female basketball player I ever saw. I'm not gonna front. And I've been watching women's basketball since
You
Candace
think she
Parker and
better than
everybody.
Cheryl Swoops? Better than Maya Moore?
Yeah, she better than them
Okay.
because they had really good teams around them. You feel me? Maya Moore at UConn, Cheryl at Tennessee. Like they had like good team, like they had good
Candace in her
team.
prime?
Candace was good too, but bro, have you seen Caitlin Clark play this year, bro? Have you seen her play?
I haven't watched the whole game though.
Bro, I've seen her play. Her freshman year, right? She was averaging 26 and 6. 26 and 6 her freshman year. They make it to the tourney, they lose the first or second round. And I was like, who is this girl? But Paige Beckers, before Paige Beckers tore per D, Paige was supposed to be that person that was supposed to be going crazy, right? Paige tear up her knees, Caitlin Clark opens up, and Caitlin Clark goes crazy, bro. I watched her for the past 3 years. Her sophomore, junior, and now her senior year, I watched her. And then watching her last year she made a jump, but she's never averaged no less than 26 points a game, bro. 26 her freshman year, 27 her sophomore, 28 her sophomore year. Last year she averaged, her junior year she averaged 29. This year she averaging 32. And we're talking about 8, 9 assists to go along with that. And she's doing
Well,
it on the highest level.
you think they're gonna let her? That's what Good Gilbert was talking about on his show. You think they're gonna let these women play that style of play in the WNBA?
Yeah, I think they are. With her specifically it's going to be different due to the fact the WNBA got some really good players.
And you've got about Angel coming out.
Oh yeah. Angel Reese is good, but she still got a lot of stuff to work on. I will say that. Like she's tough, she's long, she's athletic, but she still got a lot of stuff to work on. And her attitude, sometimes she be quitting in the game.
Yeah.
But I forgot she is going to the league too. Well, shoot, no, she's a junior this year, so
I
she
think
might,
that
man.
you think she's gonna stay another year, get some more of that money.
Yeah, of course she is. Like you just said. Yeah, appreciate these players while you can, because the NIL is gonna keep these ladies playing because they get millions of dollars, bro, millions. When they get to the WNBA, what they go like? Nah, they ain't gonna be getting this much unless they get their endorsements and stuff like that. But the NIL got these girls paid. Like I
Yeah.
just seen Caitlin Clark in a commercial, one of the biggest this is a Super Bowl commercial with Jimmy Butler and Reggie Miller and all of that for the State Farm. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
I've seen Angel in quite a few commercials herself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's money, bro. They getting paid. They getting paid millions, bro.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad at them.
Me either, bro. But yeah, when the WNBA money go up, which I believe it will, I just feel like the women that played today's basketball is they playing like men for real, for real. They playing like dudes for real. Like they
Yeah.
crossing over, shooting from deep. Like they got some ballers. They got some female ballers. Like I can name like 7 to 10 females that I've watched in college collegiate ball that I'm like, these girls get down. They can go to the WNBA right now and go make some noise.
Yeah, shout out. Let's see. I'm gonna be tuning in this summer for the WNBA season. So Sports Game Vision and BA, I'm sure you're gonna be participating too. And Code is. So
Yeah.
should be a fun season. See what's gonna happen with that. And of course the tourney's coming up. We are not even a month away.
I know Go hoping that he hoping that the Dream can pick up Kaylin. That's what Go like, man. Let's pick up the white girl. Forget it. Let's pick up the white girl. Yeah. Caitlin Clark in Atlanta. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, man. So do you think that as far as the Steph and Sabrina challenge, you think there's going to be another type of challenge next year, maybe with a different, maybe rematch, maybe a different set of players?
I think it's possible. I actually want to see Sabrina. I want to see Sabrina actually be in there with the dudes. I do. I want to see her with like the regular 3-point contest. But as
This might
far as
be a precursor for it, especially since she put up the same numbers as the champion.
yeah. I really think that she can mess around and really win. She can mess around and really, really win. The WNBA just don't got no shooters like that though. Like they don't got shooters. They need shooters. And who go? Man, come on, Caitlin Clark. I need Caitlin Clark to come out, man. I can't wait.
I mean, this her last year. I think she got to, right?
Yeah, she's a senior this year, so she'll be playing in the WNBA, and she's probably gonna be, if she remains healthy, She's probably gonna be an all-star her first year and everything because they ain't gonna be able to stick her, bro. They ain't gonna be able to stick her, bro. She not even like super like fast or quick. She just smart. She can dribble and she has eyes in the back of her head. She is like how I'm trying to figure out what NBA player to like compare her to because she has a complete offensive game. Like she really doesn't have that much of a weakness offensively, bro.
Well, modern play, I guess, I guess we keeping it race. If you talk about race, uh, Luca, he's not fast.
Bro, that's
Historically, Larry Bird wasn't fast. You
that's
get where he wants
perfect
to go.
though. Luca is perfect, bro. How does he get from point A to point Z, which is the basket, laying boys up? How does he get his shot off? That's exactly like her, bro.
Jokic.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's another one. But that's how
Mhm.
she is, bro. Except she got Luca got handled too, but she got handles too though. She got handles. She can handle that thing.
Yeah, shout out to Caitlin. Let's see what's gonna happen this tourney and also the WNBA. We're gonna be looking forward to watching the ladies this coming season and the rest of this season. Speaking of ladies, I did bring her up. Did you see this information here? Cheryl Swoop's son, Jordan Jackson, won the G League dunk contest and wore his mom jersey for one of the attempts.
You know what's crazy, bro? Is it was this show. Do you remember the Magic Johnson show?
Yeah, I do. I do. That jump failed too.
Yeah, it felt bad. It felt bad, but it was good. It actually was good the first like couple of months because he was bringing up big names. Because he brought up Michael Jordan one show. Then the show, what was it? The show after that, or the show was the show after before. Uh, Cheryl Swoops asked. No, it was the same show. She was up there with Michael Jordan. She asked Michael Jordan on the show, could she name her son after him? And he said yes. And she named him Jordan. She named him Jordan, bro.
Jordan
That's
Jackson.
yeah, like for real though. Like for real, like she named him. She only named him Jordan after Michael Jordan, and that was
Mm.
incredible. This time flies because this was like 90. This was like 97,
Wow.
98.
So you know that Mike is looking out for him. He probably gonna get the Jordan brand behind him. And if he probably he still had a team. Mike still is a minority owner. I'm tripping. So he might try to
Yeah,
get him over there in Charlotte.
yeah. He still owns Charlotte, but he just not the majority like he was. He sold his share.
Yeah. Yeah, then what's going on with those things too. I was watching some information about teams. They're getting out before they feel it's a NBA bubble bust
Mm,
financially. They're letting bigger corporations buy the companies, which a lot of companies are doing anyway, to
yeah.
buy the franchises, and they just kind of stay on and do the basketball operations. That's why Cuban sold his too. Someone got bigger money than him, and it makes the franchise more valuable, and it be able to compete in the market as well.
So earlier, right before I got on here, I was watching Adam Silver talk. Adam Silver said that there will at least be two expansion teams coming up. He says he doesn't know if it's going to be uh it's going to be within the next 2 seasons. It's going to be an expansion of two teams. I know he didn't say the cities, but I know Las Vegas is going to be one of them. Like I don't know why I feel that way. Like I really feel like Las Vegas is about to have an NBA team. But the other city, I don't know who the other city is gonna be. I'm hoping
I
that
hope
it's
you get
Seattle.
yours back. Hope you get your Seattle back, man. I really do.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be like a season ticket holder. Like real talk. I'm really gonna have an NBA team again. But well, I'm gonna have an NBA team when LeBron leaves. I'm gonna be a Lakers fan again. Cause I fuck you don't understand. I fucking love the Lakers, bro. I love the Lakers. I just had to really step back. I dislike LeBron attitude so much that it's just like, man, let me step back. But I hope it's in Seattle, bro. I hope it's in Seattle. It's the second city for it.
I do. I think they deserve that. We in Seven was having that argument earlier, saying they didn't deserve a team because they wasn't winners. I'm like, that's not right.
Seven would say some stuff like that. Yo, we had one of the most hardcore fan bases in the NBA.
Right.
Like we had the crop of players that came from Washington State, bro. From Seattle, the Seattle greater area was incredible, bro.
But just think about it. I was telling him, I'm like, the OKC Thunder is the Seattle Supersonics. So they would have had all that history there. That run that KD, Russ, and James had together would have been in Seattle.
Yeah, because remember Jeff Green got a chance to play 1 year there. Nick Collison got a chance to play 2 or 3 years there. And then Kevin Durant got a chance to play 1 season there, right? That next year, the year before the team moved, they drafted Russell Westbrook. They drafted Russell Westbrook the year that they moved, the first year of OKC. Imagine just like what you said, imagine them having Russell Wilson. I mean, I said Russell Wilson, but Russell Westbrook on a team with them, like in Seattle with the Supersonics. Bro, they would have been crazy.
Yeah. He said he think that the city what did Seven say? He says he think the location would have messed up their winning or something like that.
Nah, man. It was, bro. It's the it's we. Do you know why the team lost? I mean, they end up losing the team.
It was because of the arena, right?
Nah, they were building. They were going to build another arena. It took them a little bit, but they are going to build another arena. But the owner was like, I don't want the arena to be there at whatever place they're going to build the arena at. And I don't want to share the court with the Seattle Storm.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And he ended up selling the team. But he sold the team. He did like some backdoorish, behind the scene type ish. And then like overnight, it was OKC.
What's the big deal about sharing the arena with the Seattle Storm and y'all don't even play in the same season? That's stupid.
Bro, it's because that's the thing about it is he said that because he didn't want to be there no more. Like he didn't want the team. My fault. He didn't want the team no more. Because whatever endeavors he was trying to go into, and he was trying to sell the team for some billions. And he ended up getting them in OKC.
Yeah. That's like the Baltimore courts leaving the Indiana. Was it Indy? How'd it go?
It was
That's overnight.
Baltimore went to Indy, but they were supposed to be in Baltimore. Yeah, that's exactly similar. That's a similar situation. Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's not. Never was supposed to be no dang Indianapolis Colts. It was supposed to be Baltimore.
He ignored me when I said that Cleveland Browns, that Baltimore championship supposed to be Cleveland championships.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. Yeah,
he ignored me when I said that.
Yeah, of course he's gonna ignore you. Of course he's gonna ignore you. I forgot, bro. It's crazy how these franchises really be like getting switched out. Like the Charlotte Hornets right now are not. That ain't even the real Charlotte Hornets. The real Charlotte Hornets is is the Pelicans. Exactly. Yeah, and it was the Bobcats. The Charlotte Hornets now are the Bobcats for real.
Bobcats. And the new Cleveland Browns they just knew.
Yeah, they just knew. They just
he let them have the name.
Yeah, he let them buy the name. They let them buy the name, bro.
I don't even think he made them buy it. I think he just gave it to him.
Oh, okay. I thought I didn't because usually you gotta buy. Usually you
Right.
gotta buy the franchise because they're historic. They were historic before they left. They ended
Yeah,
up
I think he knew
leaving.
he was wrong, so he just gave it to him.
Yeah, yeah. It's nasty work, man. That's
You know,
nasty
he was
work.
proud
That's
of him too. Like, yeah, give him that city, that team, like they name.
bro, uh, bro. The freaking it tripped me out when I be seeing the freaking the Las Vegas Raiders, bro. That still trips me out.
Yeah,
The
that's
Las
weird.
Vegas Raiders.
But they done been everywhere. L.A., Oakland,
Yeah, yeah. I'm so used to
Knicks.
me. I'm so used to Oakland, bro. Like in my
Yeah,
era, it was the Oakland Raiders. It always was the Oakland Raiders. Same thing with the LA Rams, right? Like it's
yeah.
always gonna be the
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis Rams to me, bro. Like it's always been that to me. Even though they just won a championship a few years ago in LA, it never was an LA team to me.
But they was L.A. back in the day, though.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were LA Rams before. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it was L.A. Rams. I think in the '80s, and they switched in the '90s to St. Louis. Then they went back to
Okay.
L.A.
Mm, I know the similar to the LA the LA Chargers, which
Yeah,
used to
that's
be the San
weird.
Diego. Yeah, it used to be the San Diego. I remember Junior Seau, Natron Means. I remember them,
Yeah,
but now they different too.
I guess that's why the Raiders said, "We out of here. Let's go to Vegas." Too many LA teams.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, yeah. That's nasty
remember the
work.
San Diego Clippers?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't understand how the Clippers even got to LA.
I don't either. It's weird.
Oh yeah, they should have known that. Like you go to LA, LA was successful, was always successful pretty much. Even though they were losing, they still were always a successful team, making it to finals and beating everybody to get to the finals. So for another team to come in and be like, yeah, we're gonna be your little brothers and we're gonna share your what they said they were sharing the locker rooms.
Well, yeah, what's his name was cheap.
uh,
Sterling.
the- yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sterling did that. They said their practice facility was like a local gym. They was like
Yeah,
doing LA fitness and stuff, junk like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Gilbert Arenas said it was the YMCA or somewhere else.
Yeah. That was Sterling a mess,
Oh,
man.
like you got these big, and he said that they didn't change that until like the 2000s, bro.
Yeah.
They didn't change it out like in the 90s. Like you, what?
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Now you wonder why certain teams were where they were, you know?
Yeah. Well, they got their own arena that's gonna be in
Yep.
LA, man.
Yeah, from the pictures, it looked pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah. They better. I want them to win one championship though. I want them to win one ring. One ring,
Mhm.
bro.
Yeah, Seven ain't gonna want to hear that.
Nah, of course not, man. Seven don't. Seven be having y'all gas, man. I told Seven this. Yo, LeBron leave and go to whatever other team. You're not even gonna be a Lakers fan. You're not a Lakers fan for real. You're only a LeBron fan. When LeBron leave, you gonna leave too. I've told him this a whole bunch of times. And he know I'm right. He's like, yeah, whatever, whatever. I'm like, yeah, you know I'm right.
I ain't gonna front on mine. I've been following LeBron, whatever team he went on, so I
Yeah,
ain't got to you.
exactly. Yeah, you keeping it 100, but it's a lot of people that say that though. And this is what's wrong with the LA fan base right now. It's like split. There's a lot of people like, man, I'm a LeBron fan. I'm not a Lakers fan like that, but I'm a Lakers fan now just due to the fact that LeBron played. But when LeBron leave or if he leave and retire, then I ain't gonna be a Lakers fan no more. And that's cool. It's a lot
I've
of
always had
people.
a tie to the Lakers somehow,
Oh
even though
yeah.
it's a small hate because I'm a Piston fan. But
Yeah. But
um,
y'all beat them though. Y'all beat them one
yeah,
year though.
but I had to have love for the Lakers still too. You know why?
Why?
Magic Johnson, Michigan
Oh
State,
yeah, I'm
East
tripping.
Lansing.
Yeah. He see,
The pride of Michigan.
but-
I couldn't
yeah,
hate
but
my guy like that.
he don't be claiming Michigan though. He don't be
But
claiming Michigan no more though. He used to claim it when he
yeah, he's
earlier
too
in his
rich.
career. Yeah.
I ain't mad at him. If I had worth that much money, I would be claiming Detroit. He's like, yeah, I'm just Hank.
Yeah.
I'm from this planet. I'm from this
Yeah,
planet.
exactly. I'm from the area. I'm from the greater areas, but that's about it.
What country did I land in today? I'm from here today.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You have to look up on Wikipedia, like, oh, he from Detroit.
Exactly. That's what people got to do for Magic Johnson these days. They got to be like, hey, yo, he from Detroit for real? They got to go watch the Lakers show. I forgot I forgot the HBO show that they canceled. They got to watch that to see.
Yeah. You know what? I like that show too. Though it was hard for me to watch because I know some of that stuff was dramatized and it wasn't all 100% factual information.
Yeah,
That's kind of. I really wish they just would have did it all the way 100. And I also thought maybe there's stuff in there that's true that they can't admit was true.
man, I think a lot of that stuff was true. It's just that like it was so crazy. Like they got. Do you see how they did Jerry West in that, bro? They
He
made
was
Jerry
he was
West
a
look
bad
crazy.
man.
Yeah, they made him look crazy. They made Kareem look crazy. They made Magic look like, well, that's the thing about it. They making them look the way that they sounded back in those days, though. People used to say this about them.
Yeah. I don't know.
And,
I'm about to finish watching it. I stopped. I was like, man, I don't know if I should continue to watch it. It's kind of messing up my historical perspective.
and it's a fire show to me. The show is fire to me. And
Yeah, the shows I watched was fire. I wanted to keep on. Like, I gotta stop. I can't.
they what you call it, Norm Nixon, his son played that's his son playing them, right?
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, that's his real
Okay.
son playing
That's
Norm
hilarious.
Nixon. Yeah, I don't know if it's Norm Nixon Jr. or if it's not Norm Nixon Jr., it's Norm Nixon, it's something Nixon, but that's his son. Because they were talking about I was watching a Lakers game and they were talking about something, or not a Lakers game. It was he was getting interviewed by somebody and he was like, yeah, that's some crazy stuff. TMZ. They asked Nori, he's like, yeah, my son told me about the show. I told him I don't care if you do it, go make your money, but it's not real. That's pretty much what he was saying. He's like, yeah, it wasn't nobody gave the show its blessing. Like nobody.
Right.
A part of the Lakers organizations.
And they made Norm look like the man, like as far as beating
Yeah.
Magic on the floor and stuff. So he has no reason to say it's not real. So it might be true.
But I think that's why they let it. I think that's why he wasn't tripping when they asked him about his son playing, because he was like, "Yeah, get your money, son. Like, go get your money." Because if it would have made him look crazy, his son would have probably took the role.
Don't play it.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna check it out, man. I know I have to keep my historical context in place.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. A lot of this stuff can really make you look at people like TV, bro, and shows and movies can make you really look at people different.
Yeah,
especially if it's like a biography or something. I think I think the All-Star game should be coming on by now.
Yes, there. I only got one last topic we can jump on. I know Seven got his thing on, so we can jump in with him if you got a chance too. This is just the list of the updated MVP. What you think about it so far?
Nah. I think that Shea Gilgis, I'll be tripping on his last name, but Alexander, I think Shea is number one right now. I think Donovan Mitchell is number two.
And Donovan is moving it, boy. He moving it.
I think Donovan is number two, bro. Yeah.
Honestly, man, I think KD could be a little higher if they continue to do pretty well.
Yeah, I think KD is where he should be. I hate how they put Kawhi and Sabonis on the same line. No, Kawhi. I think Kawhi is number 4. I think Jokic is number. I actually think Jokic is number 5. I got Jokic at number 5 that right now, and then I would
You got Luca.
Luca is like he top 10. He's still top 10. Luca gonna probably be number. I got Jokic at number. See, Jokic at number 6. Yeah, it's hard for me to put this list together, but I know the last person would be Sabonis. I wouldn't even have Sabonis on this list. I'm gonna keep him 100.
Yeah, but
Um,
he is having a hell of a season. I'm not gonna lie.
he is. He is. I just feel like I'm Sabonis and Anthony Davis are not in my top 10. Them
Okay.
two are not in my top 10. Everybody else on this list could be. You can keep them there, or you can swap them.
Who would you take out for Anthony Davis and Sabonis?
That's crazy when you got to think about 10. Jalen Brunson.
Okay, I like Jalen.
Yeah, Jalen to me, low key, he could be a top 5, top 6 guy too.
You know that's my guy right now. I know Cole don't like the small guys. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, but hey, 7 don't like the small guys either. They be hating on the small guys, man.
They can't win no championship. Like, come on, man.
They too little. They too little, man. They ain't no stars. They ain't no superstars. You got to be a superstar to win this award. I'm like, man, superstars got to start somewhere.
Yep.
They didn't just come into the league as a superstar. They had to earn their way.
Hey, look,
Right
this
now.
is we're gonna get Jalen Brunson the MVP. He probably won't be on. Hopefully, he can try to make a top 10 this year. But if he come out next year, every year he's gotten better at scoring. So if he come out next year and do something like average 32 with 8 or 9 dimes, a couple of steals, field goal percentage at a very high upper echelon, let's say with close to 50% field goal, 40, 38, 40 three-pointer, he's gonna be top. And in the team winning, they got to be in that top 2 slot. He'll get the MVP. That's a small guy.
I believe that he could. I believe that he could get it this year. I believe that he's got a shot at getting it this year. But if they don't lose no more than 2 games, and he goes at the pace that he's been going, I think he can. He got a shot at getting it this year.
Yeah, they gotta clean up on the. They gotta get the wins up, and then he's at 27 a game, which is great. But he got to raise it up higher, and then also his assists. You see, I did the point guard list.
Yeah.
On top, he got he only do like 5 assists a game, which is still good. But when I feel like facilitator, traditional,
But
I want to see the setup more.
But it's one of those things though with him though where he has to score. Like he has to. That's the only thing with him is he has to. And with them having to score, his assist is definitely gonna be down. If he had like when he was if he had him like a Luka or somebody like beside him, like he had in Dallas, I believe he'll be averaging more assists if he had another dominant player. But if you think about it, he don't have any like he the team is good, but he don't got nobody though. And shout out to Julius Randles, but he more of a hinder. He takes away from the team the further they go into the playoffs.
Yeah, he got to step it up this year because they might be trying to move on from him after this. But I like Julius though. I do like Julius. He just they gotta if you don't help the team take that next step, they're gonna find a way to move on from him.
Bro, Julius Randle is an exceptional player. Can be a perennial all-star, all of that good stuff. But his issue is that he's not he folds under pressure. That's him. Like he folds under pressure. And until he gets past that, like when the moments get super cramped and tight, you can't find him. Like he even looks nervous with the ball when moments happen. With Jalen Brunson, and in clutch moments, he looks smooth. He looked like it ain't even. You wouldn't even think that it's a couple of seconds left on the clock. They're down by 2. The way he picks his spots and know where to go.
Yeah. And once he got ice water in his veins, that's why I like him.
Bro, I was tripping out when I was happy for him when he signed that $100 million deal because Dallas was trying to give him 70, I think.
I think 50.
50. I know they try to lowball him, and he was gonna take that money. He was gonna take that money, but Dallas didn't show interest. They didn't show interest. They're like, whatever. It is.
His dad said, "Come on."
Yeah, we got 100 for you.
They feel stupid. You had Jalen and you had Porzingis. Even though Porzingis, I don't trust him. You got to prove it to me still. But still, you had those guys out there.
Bro, Porzingis, bro, those are 2 players. Like, salute to Kyrie, right? Salute to Kyrie. But Jalen fit the system better because he knew when to do what he had to do and when not to. Kyrie is just gonna be constant and steady. So some games he's gonna get his buckets and y'all are gonna win, but it's gonna be others where he's getting buckets and he's taking shots that he probably shouldn't be taking.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that roster they did upgrade it during the All-Star break. It's all up to Luka though.
Bro, tell me why they really got this is how messed up the NBA is. They really got Draymond Green up here hosting.
Oh, for the All-Star?
Oh my gosh.
Well, he's part of he was supposed to be part of the TNT
crew.
Yeah, like when he retires, I think he's gonna be part of it.
Bro, he been he been playing well though since he been back. He been playing well, and Golden State has been winning since he's been back too. So I will give him his props on that. But he he's like America's most wanted right now.
Well, we guys is the All-Star game starting. It start yet?
Nah, they it's on, but they're not. I mean, they're just talking to the players and everybody's laughing. And you got Jamal Crawford interviewing Jason Tatum right now.
Okay, you see that roster. I don't see how the East got more players. That's kind of weird. Are those people that's hurt?
Yeah, so it's 2 people that they had 2 players that were hurt. Joel Embiid and somebody else, I believe. And Julius Randle. Yeah. Joel Embiid and Julius Randle. Those are the 2 players that are hurt with the stars on them.
I see, yeah, that little circle. Okay.
So they brought up Trey. And I don't know who the other person they brought up was. But Trey was one of the reserves because Trey didn't make it. Oh, was it Scotty Barnes?
I think it might have been.
Yeah, Trey and Scotty Barnes were the 2 players that they swapped out.
Do you agree with JJ Redick with they need to make the rosters 15 players? Because that's what the NBA roster is anyway.
For you talking about for All-Star? Nah.
You think it still should be 12, even though with all these talented players?
Yeah, I needed to be something that I just needed to be tougher. Like I needed to be 12. I needed to be 12 or 13 players so it could be like that's how like you have to earn it. I don't want them just be giving out All-Star. Like I know it's multiple selections, but a lot of these people, 15 players, 1 basketball. I don't know. They're gonna get 2 minutes. Say I was an All-Star, play for 3 minutes in the game.
Do you think they need to expand it by at least 1 player per squad? There's a lot of people that get left off that should be on there, man.
Yeah, but it's every year is like that. Every year is like that, and I can't believe this. Bam Adebayo, bro. isn't. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let me stop, man. Let me stop, bro. I'm trying to be cool with, because Bam not bad, but Bam not. He just not. He's good this year, but I'm like, was he All Star good though? Like starter, like was he All Star starter good though?
In the East, I mean, who would you put over him in that position? Remember, he's a forward, right, or a forward center?
Yeah, I mean, I know Paulo in the second year. I'd probably put Paulo ahead of him, bro. But
But the Heat, I think the Heat is doing better too.
then again, too, like I'm not knocking him. I'm not saying he wasn't an All Star, but an All Star starter though, this is a little different. It's a little different, man. I'm just like, yeah. But salute to him, he made it.
I think I don't mind the 15, especially with more teams coming. But I think maybe a quick adjustment, add one more roster spot per team, because there's a lot of players that like Dame never making teams and stuff like that, or not having. There've been players that wasn't making teams that should have been making them, and add one more, I think, and then as the teams, it's probably gonna be even more expansion after that. You probably need to get it up to 15.
Because Trey wasn't supposed. Trey did not make it this year, but they when Embiid got hurt, they had him come up. So
Yes.
yeah, and Trey should have been an All Star. Trey definitely should be. Yeah, he should definitely be an All Star, but he didn't get picked. Just sad that they had. Yeah, I would expand it. I would expand it. At least one more player. At least one more player. Is it 15? It used to be 15, didn't it?
I don't think so. I think it's always been 12 from what I know, from what I remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
The roster's always been 15 as far as, but I don't think the All Star was 15.
That's something I gotta look at. I look into. I be having all of these beautiful women. I don't know where the heck all these beautiful women be coming from at these All-Star games. They be everywhere, bro. I'm on TV. The work, bro. The work be everywhere, bro. I'm looking right now, bro. I'm looking like they got the players, but then they be showing the people like they be sitting behind, like behind the scorer's table and all that. I'm looking at these. I'm like, it's a row full of baddies, bro. I'm like beautiful women. I'm like,
you heard what Rashard McCann said. The closer they are, they're messing with the player.
Yeah,
so with the players. So
that's fair.
Especially if they by themselves. That's what he said. He already put you on game, especially if they by themselves.
You said Rashad said that don't bring your woman and be close to that bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send one of my guys over to her if you step away.
Yeah.
They gonna
ain't no
test her.
bathroom breaks at that game.
Exactly. Don't drink too much, bro. Just sip. Sip on your drink, bro. Just sip on your drink, bro. If you get up, she got to get up too.
we going together. Let's go.
Yeah, we going together.
We going to the unisex bathroom.
Let me protect you real quick. I gotta watch your back because there's a lot of crazy people. That'll be my excuse. She gonna be like, "Look, I'll be right back." Nah, no, you not. The hell, you not. But yeah, what would you do though? Situational. You go through your girl phone is sitting there, and then in the phone, right when it's ringing, you see LeBron James. It says LeBron James is the name on the phone. What would you do? If you chilling and your girl get up and she leave and y'all at the crib and y'all were just at the All-Star weekend a week before, the week before that or whatever, and then she accidentally forget her phone because she had to go to the restroom or go somewhere real quick, and then her phone ring and you look at it and it say LeBron James. What's going through your mind? What you doing?
It depends on how I place her in my life. You know how that go. If it's serious, I'm gonna be heated. If it's not serious, I ain't gonna trip. No, okay. I see what you on. All right, I got you. I see you, LeBron. What the clip said, What did the clip say in that song? All right, Bron had that a long time ago.
That's a fact. That's a fact, though. That's a fact. I'm gonna be in my feelings, bro. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
in my feelings, bro. I'm gonna be like, what the hell is going on, man?
yeah,
Especially when you got these, you got like now like these older women, bro. These older women now that's going out and getting these BBLs and all of that stuff. They preying on these younger dudes, bro,
yeah.
because MILFs, MILFs has always been in. A lot of people ain't gonna admit that. But MILFs are always since kids, bro.
Man,
You seen a woman in her 30s or even
hey,
40s, and it was like she bad. Like, oh
hey,
my
hey,
God.
hey, hey, BA. In my young days, I cleaned up on MILFs. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So
That was my thing.
exactly.
I cleaned up on them. I was winning.
She said, I was like,
I was winning. I was winning.
exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Let one of these. You see what Amber Rose just did with Jalen. I mean, well, not Jalen, but what's his name? The football player, CJ Stroud. Amber Rose
Yeah,
walking
yeah,
out.
yeah.
They
I saw
walking
that.
in the
I'm like,
car.
why is he? I mean, Amber cool, but no,
But bro,
man.
you got to think about it from this perspective. The dude, CJ Stroud, is what, 22 years old, 23?
Yeah,
Think about it. 10 years
yeah.
ago. 10 years ago, he was 12 or 13 years old, right?
Looking at her.
And he looking at Amber Rose like, man, when she was with Wiz Khalifa or Kanye, whoever she was with.
Yeah,
And he looking at Amber Rose. That was probably one of his fantasies in his mind. Like, man, if I
yeah.
ever got a chance. And now he got a chance. So he's
Hey, protect yourself, young man. That's all I'm gonna say. Protect yourself. Protect yourself.
I don't blame. It's like as much as I want to be like, no, like don't do that shit. Like I can just imagine, bro. Like if it was somebody like who was I a sucker for when I was 12, 13, 14 years old?
Tyra
Jada
Banks.
Pinkett, Tyra Banks, Jada
Mhm.
Pinkett, what's my Nia Long?
Yes.
Like, bro, imagine them being predators, and then I run into the money. I get to the league, and I'm 21. I'm 2021, and they in they late 30s. Of course, I'm gonna shoot my jump shot. I might not be with them, but I'm still gonna see what that's about.
Yeah.
Though.
Tyra was my guys. I'm not gonna lie, Tyra.
Oh, it's horrible.
And I'm gonna throw one at you. You're gonna probably think I'm crazy. But I was
What?
a huge rap fan back then.
Mhm.
Back when I was younger. The Brat.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
bro,
saw through all that. And when she came out in that source, was like, I told y'all. I'm like, I like I already
bro,
knew.
bro. When she did that Tyrese, what do you like? You remember that
Mhm.
track? Remember that video when she was like a woman, when she was like dressed like, and she was in that bathing suit, bro.
Yep.
I was like, nigga. I was like, yo, where you been? Where you been? But then I think about it, because her sister is Lisa Ray. That's like a real sister for
Right.
real, a half sister or whatnot. So I'm like, of course, beauty running your family.
Yeah, well, Allen Iverson was kicking her with her during that time.
Kicking it with who?
The Brat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's when she came out and changed the way she was doing things.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that was
yeah.
that was Allen Iverson's doing right there.
Oh man, see, yeah, see. Allen Iverson, one of the very few people who can tell that story. He got some
Yep.
stories that he could probably tell that he's keeping
Oh,
to
he's not
himself.
gonna tell no more. Yeah.
Yeah, he's keeping. Yeah, you gotta like know. You gotta be like his homie, like
Yeah, yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
Yeah, one of the people he grew up with to tell. So he can be like, yeah, I hit that. Da, 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 da. But shout out to
But
him, man.
she been talking. The Brad, you can find some still clips on her talking about the relationship.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of these. It's a lot of women who are talking like who do be talking like years later about their situations and about who they've been with and all of that stuff. And it's crazy. They don't just say they slept with them. They just be like, we dated. And
Oh
when
no,
you hear that word, we dated, you already know what time it is, especially when you're dealing with
she didn't say that.
celebrities.
She said she slept with him.
Oh,
she admitted.
Oh,
But she
she
said,
found.
yeah,
Oh
and then that she
shit.
said that she basically had to give it up because he had so many women just popping out the blue because he's AI.
Yeah, and now the brat got her a whole wife and
Yeah,
a child too.
yeah.
By a white guy. By a white guy, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. He came from the inseminated, whatever you call it, however, whatever you call it. But she got yeah, it was a white sperm donor.
Mm,
So it is what it is, man. She
shout
you know
out,
she get you know
yeah.
when
Shot
when
Town legend. Shout out to the brat.
oh yeah. She's a Chi-Town legend. But shout out to her sister too. Shout out to Lisa Ray as
Yeah,
well.
while we talking about bars, I used to actually like her as a rapper. You know what I mean? Like she
Yeah.
got flow.
Yeah, it was between back in those times. It was her, Little Kim, Foxy
Yeah,
Brown.
and she
Um,
writes her own stuff, which people don't be doing that.
yeah,
People be capping on what they writing.
yeah. These younger like these new chicks like Lotto and Meg Thee Stallion and all of them, Cardi B. These chicks don't be writing their own music. The last really crossover artist female that wrote her music was what's my girl name, and then she got accused too. Nicki Minaj.
Nikki, I know Nikki. Well, I thought Nikki was writing her own stuff.
That's what I'm saying. She's the last person that wrote her, like the last person of like that older era that wrote her stuff and crossed over. But but she still got accused a bunch of times of not writing her stuff too.
Yeah, I could see where the ghostwriting might be. Even Drake, he got ghostwriters too, and we know he can write.
So with Drake with him though, it ain't people get misconstrued with Drake because he write his own bars. He just don't be writing all his hooks. Like
Okay,
he get his hooks from a lot of different people. On those sample tracks and stuff that he get.
right.
Like he be getting a bunch of those and all of that where the hooks be on there, and he'll just make his own flow. So he write his own spirit, his own lyrics. He just don't be writing all of his own hooks.
Like we know Kanye doesn't. That wasn't a shock. He got the reference track with what's his name? My guy. Why am I forgetting his name? West
You talking
Coast.
about
Uh,
what's the
I don't
name?
know.
You talking
Kendrick
about
Lamar.
Game? Kendrick
Kendrick
Lamar.
Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
reference transfer. Kendrick Lamar rapping the whole verse, and Kanye just did a verbatim. Stuff like that.
yeah.
People be
What's his name? What's his name? Wrote a lot of his stuff too. Kid Cudi.
yeah, and of course his guy from Chi-Town, Rhyme Fest.
Yeah. The guys that be in the background.
Rhyme Fest was nice.
Yeah, yeah. These are the guys that be in the background. That yeah. Ron Fest all of them niggas.
Yep. Yeah, like I watched one of those Math Hoffa interviews with what's her name? Remy Ma. She was saying
Yeah.
some she didn't name names, but she's basically saying some of those people from her era wasn't writing either. She just kept quiet about it. She just said, I'm gonna be quiet, but yeah, I write all my own bars.
Well, she called out Nicki Minaj for not writing her own bars.
Oh, that's what it
Like
probably
that.
is.
She said it. She actually said it in a few songs. Matter of fact, what was it? It was Sheether, the Sheether track that she did. She mentioned that.
Which I missed before they
Oh,
pulled
you.
it.
Oh yeah. That's the Sheether. She went crazy. She went crazy, bro. This was like what 5 years,
Yeah, I know
6 years ago.
Nas was dating her, and then Nas pulled the record down for Nicki.
Exactly.
They're like, yeah, I feel
That's
you.
right.
You trying to make sure I know, I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You hating on you hating, but that's your girl. You gonna do the same. You gonna do that for your girl. You gonna do that for your girl?
Protect home front. Yeah.
I forgot. I'm just now putting those together because I remember they said Nas took it down and he filed something a
He
grievance
did
or
that because
something.
they was dating at the time. Yep.
And,
That was
and
long
I,
time.
didn't- I wasn't even thinking about that. But now that you say it, I'm like, oh, you're right. You are correct because
Yeah.
they was together, booed up before she got with this child, whatever guy that she was.
And Nas is my guy. He's one of my favorite lyricists of all time. I hope he ain't got no ghostwriting. Accusations on him either.
Nah, he don't got no ghostwriters. Nas is straight authentic, man. He's super authentic. That's why it took him so long to write some music. Like he wasn't dropping every summer. He wasn't doing
Man,
like
this
Jay-Z.
run he just had right now, 6 in what 2-3 years.
Oh yeah. I haven't been listening to Nas for the past. I have not heard a new Nas track in like years, bro.
Hey, go listen to some of that stuff. It's fire. Grown man stuff.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people talking about him and they talking about what's my guy, Benny the Butcher. They said he just dropped something and he went crazy. Conway the Machine just dropped something, went crazy. They said there's a couple rappers out there,
The
right?
Killer
That
Mike
they said,
album was good. The one that won the Grammy. I finally listened to it, man. It was Grown Man
bro,
album.
I've never heard a song from Killer Mike. Well, not never, but
Really?
I haven't heard a song from Killer Mike since the 2000s, bro. I
Oh
didn't even know
man.
he still rapped.
Really?
I
Run
didn't even
Run
know,
Jules?
bro.
He
I've never,
he been on fire with Runner Jules. That's what he been keeping his career going.
bro.
Him and what's the man name? What's the man name? What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. But yes, two. He's the two MCs, sort of like when Slaughterhouse formed. It's just two of them though.
Uh, uh, I don't know. I just haven't, bro. Killer Mike, bro. He never was like super good at rapping. I
You
loved
didn't
it.
like Killer Mike?
He was alright to me, bro. Like
I like
I
Killer Mike.
still, when you say Killer Mike, I still look at him when he used to do the clown. He used to put the clown makeup and stuff on. Like I don't see, like I know Killer Mike from like the 90s and 2000s. This newer Killer Mike, the only time I hear about Killer Mike is when he talking politics and things of the nature because he's conscious. I love that about him.
Yeah,
So
he's super smart.
and that's what I know him from. I know him from being very articulate, and he's talking about pushing new laws and things of that nature, and working
Yeah.
with the government,
See,
the legislative, and all of that. I didn't know he was still making music. That's why when
I
he
don't
won,
know.
I was like,
I
what?
know you like the bars, you like the back-to-back metaphors. Like he just raps. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you like people
Yeah,
just rap. I like the setting up the flow. Like his flow is nice. Go listen to you ever listen to Prime?
nah.
That's DJ Premier and my man from Detroit. What's my man name? Eminem crew in the Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse.
Ryan. I'm saying his real name. It's Slim Shady and dang. Why can't I think of his rap name right now?
I couldn't tell you. They had so many different people in Slaughterhouse, bro. They had Ortiz. They had Joe Budden, of course. They had a whole bunch of people, bro.
They had the guy from LA was on death row for a
Mhm.
while. What is Royce the 5'9"?
Oh, Royce.
Royce the five
Yeah.
nine DJ Premier got a couple albums out together, and Killer Mike's on that first album. That verse was nice on there. Underground Kings featuring Killer Mike and my man from TDE, Man of the Year, Man of the Year.
See, I don't, bro. I guess I don't know if it's like the machine. Like I need the machine to like push these guys so they get because I don't really be listening to a lot of the newer music like that no more because I like lost faith in hip hop for real.
Yeah.
But you just definitely motivated me to listen to the Killer Mike because I'm still baffled on how he won 3 Grammys. That's crazy.
Well, we know it's political too, and Killer Mike has connections as well. I mean, he's built up a lot of connections over time. I'm not taking away from the album. The album was nice, but you know what I'm saying it's political too. It's a political game. He paid his dues and he got the win. And same thing with Nas. Nas got a Grammy for King's Disease. It was overdue though. They owed him a Grammy. So and then the King Disease was a nice album though.
Yeah. King's Disease, yeah. I heard some tracks on that.
Yeah, the album was nice. He put EPMD, we back in business. He put Eric, he put them back in business for real. That was the first time they was on the charts in years with the remix when he put them out there. And Eminem was on that track.
Robert Parrish.
Eric and Parrish making dollars.
Yeah, Eric Sermon. Yeah, man. I grew up listening to them. Because my pops used to have all of their stuff, man.
Yeah, man. So what you saying?
Yeah. Damn, hip hop was different. Hip hop was different in those days, though. It was more about the words and the stories.
Yep.
Now it's more of a beat. The beat, like, yeah.
Especially for the youth, they really more melodic, riding the beat, riding the feel, which I get. Like sometimes you just want to vibe out. You don't want to have to think about the bars. You know what I'm saying? Just something that's catchy and just chill out, you know. But I like rap.
Exactly. I'm old school, man. I like when somebody talk. I like hearing what people got to say.
Yeah,
The beat could beat or whatever. And since I used to rap, when I would hear something that was on a dope beat, ooh, Candace Parker looking good, man. What?
What?
Bro, Candace Parker looking like a superstar. She looking like a.
She used to be married to my man. My boy.
Yeah. Sheldon.
Yeah, they talk about did he play for Carolina?
Yeah. Yo. Bro, wait till you see Candace Parker. She looking like a superstar right now, bro. I'm like, what the hell?
Hey man, on that TNT set, she do most of the time.
Bro, I'm looking at her right now. Well, now they just flashed to LeBron. But Candace Parker looking like she can be the one. And I know, look at bro. Do you have a TVO right now, bro?
Nah, I'm keeping it down for the stream.
Bro. I'm looking at it and I'm just like, yo, she got like the little braid, like she got these braids, and it's like one braid actually. And she got it going on. Like she be looking like to me, I actually like her. Like when I was younger. I used to have a thing for Candace Parker.
Yeah. And she a baller on top of it.
Yeah. She around. She in the age bracket. I think she's 37, 30. Yeah, 37.
Yeah, she not. You know, she not old, but you know what I mean. She like she not no like jailbait.
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She bad like. It's a basketball old and it's a real life old. Like she's not real life old. She's basketball old, but not real life old. If that makes any sense. Yeah, because basketball is like dog years, bro. You want to get a few. Once you start getting into the 30s,
right?
It's Unless your name is LeBron James. If your name is LeBron.
Michael played pretty long too.
Yeah. Well, I can say I could throw Kobe because Kobe was 38, 39 when he scored.
Kobe.
He scored 60. He scored 60.
That's something was that Achilles. If he didn't pop that thing, he probably would have played a few more years.
Yeah, he made I was having a discussion because I always gotta defend my guy. So I was having a discussion with a Kobe hater. And Kobe hater was like, man, that's why he didn't make the playoffs his last 3 years. I was like, bro, he popped it. He made the playoffs. They went on a run in 2013. He popped his Achilles. He did not play in 2014 at all. So he didn't. Then he came back in 2015 and he tore his rotator cuff like like 1 month into the season and missed that whole season. And then he came back for his farewell in 2016.
That
So
was a wrap.
I was like, yeah, he didn't really even like low key. He didn't even really play his last 3 years of basketball for real. He was just there.
Body gave out on him.
Yeah. Oh, the game just started.
All right. You want to jump onto you got a Sevens platform? He got it live on there.
I don't even know. I don't even know what I don't even know where y'all be watching games or anything, bro. Honestly.
It's Playback TV.
You got a link?
I'll send it to, but yes, it's just playbacktv.com. It's an app too. But if you go on playbacktv.com, you look up Lakerland, I'll send it to you.
And
I told him I'll jump in on his pod on there. I'm gonna jump in with him when we watch the game and we talk our mess.
Yeah, send me DM me a link, and then I'll click on there and see what y'all talking about.
All right, yeah, man, I appreciate you. Yep, definitely shout out and go to Get Your Bars Up Media page on all platforms. Subscribe, join, all the good stuff, and of course, anybody else you've seen on the show so far today, Best of 7 Sports and code. What was it? C6LD. You got a couple other pages. I don't know how to say that. So code one to describe those other names. But on YouTube and Twitter or X, it's 2CLD or C6LD.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't even be knowing, bro. I don't even be knowing. Ooh, this nigga Giannis goes up there. He waved the finger at LeBron's face after he just scored a layup on him. Here we go. Yeah.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.